Turn it right here. Next one. Be a little more prepared.
Boom.
Blaine's backstage.
Yeah, I got little doodads like that, like Groby's playing with. I got that showing up Wednesday. So.
All right. Shit. Cool.
Groby ain't fucking with that at the moment.
He's like, what? I'm gonna spit all over this mic.
Ha.
It's got to be tightened up in various ways. I don't have the patience to do it.
All right, well, I think we are set up.
Are we starting the show?
Then we got to adjust the camera because it's just Groby.
So we're on Facebook Live.
You are.
There we go.
Fuck you, Facebook land, assholes.
There you go.
That's why I don't participate in your fucking shenanigans.
Shenaniganery.
So make sure you tell them Blaine's backstage.
Say what?
Blaine's backstage,
Yeah.
Blaine.
So Blaine's backstage waiting.
Yeah.
So
I'm drinking a beer.
yeah, I am too. We might as well talk about what we're drinking.
Yes, I'm drinking a Log Tavern Brewing from Milford, Pennsylvania. Milford Mosaic. That's what I'm drinking. In a Brew Skits glass.
Oh shit.
So
Let's see. I don't have a glass.
quality beer dog biscuits for your favorite hound.
What do you got there, Mikey?
So I'm about to crack into a Sex Panther double chocolate porter. It's a double chocolate porter from Santan Brewing Company out here in Arizona. The little logo down below is pretty slick too. You see that sexy ass Sex Panther?
Yeah, there you go.
But yeah, this bad boy comes in at 6.9 alcohols.
All right.
This is what I'm.
Chuck is drinking a Call Me Maurice. See? From Dewclaw. It's a hot sour.
Okay.
Weighs in at 7.1.
Yeah, I know Dewclaw.
12-ounce can, so I'd imagine by the time you're done with the six-pack, you got a hell of a fucking buzz.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
So, there you go, Chuck.
I got a cool looking can here. This is Smo and Joe. And this is by Departed Souls Brewing.
Jersey City.
Yeah, Jersey City, right?
Yep.
And let me find the alcohols on this.
Right there in the front.
This is 9.3 alcohols. Oh, I couldn't taste it. It's supposed to be like s'mores. I can get wasted off this shit. It doesn't taste like s'mores today. I got a slight hint of maybe a little bit of marshmallow in it. It's supposed to be a marshmallow and graham cracker. It's a cool looking can. I'll get it again. I recommend it.
Yeah, 9 point something. You get your turn.
Yeah, exactly.
Mine's only 5.8.
That's pretty chuckable.
Yeah. Wow.
Very chuckable.
Yeah.
Chuck boy. So that's
All
why
right, so it's
chuckable.
definitely chuckable.
Yes. So,
Did I buy it? What is it?
Chuck
the
Chuck
Log
is up for
Tavern?
something else.
Which one?
Milford Mosaic.
Oh, okay.
So,
I got the Duke of the Cuke in there too.
okay.
All right, so what time we got to get Blaine on?
Let's bring Blaine on right
You
now.
bring him on right now?
Why not? I got all my cocktail fixings all ready to go.
All right. Let's bring him in. Let's welcome Blaine to the show. Hey, Blaine.
What's up?
Hey, what's going on, man?
Feel very good. It's Monday.
It's true. It's definitely Monday.
It is Monday. We're making some cocktails, and then when we're done, I'm going to go down in the basement. We jam on Mondays, so the fellows are starting to arrive.
Rad.
All right.
Cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
So what'd you start doing your show?
We started making the videos probably like in April.
Oh, really? This year?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well, I guess last year.
Yeah.
So it was like something that was fucking conjured up.
Well,
Pandemic.
we can't, all bars were closed down, which I kind of it was kind of a godsend because what I like to drink. It's like I don't want to go to a bar and pay for shit
$80,000
booze that I'm not even gonna drink at home. And it's like you go to the bar and you want to drink like you want to drink at home, and it's just you'd go have a couple of cocktails and a snack, and it's $100. And so we started making cocktails at home. Went through. We had a whole bunch of old books. This is a great one.
Oh, nice.
We had a whole bunch of books we bought, over the past 20 years, and got onto the bookshelf and started digging them out. It's like shit. We got like 15 of these things, and yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, then just started.
Where'd you find those books?
Pardon me?
Where'd you find the books?
These are like thrift store garage sale
random,
things that,
yeah.
we sorry.
That's cool.
That we, just had been collecting over the years. And some
That's
of them,
rad.
I didn't really know, but and some of them are fucking really valuable.
Yeah, I found some random like crummy bar in Southern Illinois. They had like an original Trader Vic's, like leather bound.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, I'll give you money for that. And the lady was like, I don't think it's for sale. I'm like, I mean, how much money would you take? Like, I was like, I know shit. I was like, I'll give you like $100 for that book. And she's like, I don't know. I was like, $200? She's like, it's probably valuable then, huh? I was like,
You gave it away.
Dude, so $20 the next time.
I know, right? Like, I'll give you like I got like some spare change in my pocket. I just really like books.
Hey man, I'll give you $5 for this.
That thing's a treasure. That thing's a treasure, man. Right on, dude. That's awesome that you got into that.
Yeah. So that's what we're doing. A couple of cocktails, a couple of times a week, Yeah, you guys said local, so I picked out a local.
Oh, nice.
Local Northwest bourbon.
Yeah, I got this. This is a North Jersey bourbon.
Cool.
It's won a shitload of medals all over the place, and it's very highly rated. It's from Milk Street Distillery in Branchville, New Jersey.
My favorite
So
bourbon.
each one is unique because it's aged in a different, like a Belgian beer bottle, a Bach beer bottle, or barrels rather.
Oh, barrels, yeah.
Sprouts. This one was aged in a quad Bach barrel.
Nice.
So
Nice.
it's smoked cherry wood bourbon. And
That's awesome.
And it actually has a war penny on the top of it.
Oh, that's badass.
In the wax. So
That's really cool. So I've got Whiskey Del Bach that's distilled locally here in Tucson, Arizona. It's pretty good. It's an American single malt, so we're gonna rock it.
Cool.
So for people who are making along at home, what are we making today and what do we need?
Oh, so you guys asked me to pick out some bourbon drinks, so I went through. I just have to show you my books because this is where I get the information. But this is this guy Simon Difford, and he's got a website with does a cocktail a day. And we found this book just about 3 weeks ago at the thrift store. And the good thing about this one is it's 14 ingredients, so you're not going to go through here and find where you start to find drinks you like. But then it's just a bunch of weird shit that you just need 2 dashes or whatever.
yeah.
No allspice dram.
Yeah, some of that. Yeah, right. Some of that.
Fucking St. Elizabeth's or whatever. You use like this much. It's like, what do I need a whole bottle for? Yeah, I love it. I like the concept.
Yeah. So I picked a bunch of them and I let you guys pick, and we did. One is called the Scofflaw, and these are both kind of older cocktails. And then the other one is the Saratoga. And
My girlfriend actually had one of them when I showed it to her. She's like, I've had one of these before.
What's that?
A Saratoga.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But most of I was looking around to find some other comparable recipes, and most of the other ones I found showed the Saratoga as being more of a brandy one. But we're doing bourbon.
Okay.
And vermouth.
You can't go wrong with bourbon.
I got the cheapest cognac I could find because I don't really drink a lot of cognac.
I've got a bottle of
No, you open it.
Okay.
Very special.
I think we bought that I don't know, about a year ago. We were doing some cooking. They called for some
You're doing a little flambe?
That's what they had. They didn't have it. They didn't have a cheap one. That was the one they had. So that's the one we got.
Yeah, I was like, I don't really want to buy like Cavassier or something like that because some of those are pricey. This bad boy was like for the fifth or whatever, like $14.99. Sign me up because this will probably be one of the few times I actually use cognac.
So you're gonna have to use shot glasses. Shot glasses, 1.5 ounces.
So how much is a jigger?
A jigger's 1.5 ounces.
1 or 2 ounces.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that you have a split jigger.
So you just got to eyeball the shot glasses.
So
What's the difference?
I was gonna eyeball it, but if you guys eyeball it, it's gonna be trouble. Blaine, watch out for those guys because if they're eyeballing it,
Well, I'm not eyeballing nothing. Are we getting ready to mix
there
them
we
up?
go.
Oh, let me.
Let's
I
do
gotta get some ice. Hang on.
Are you guys eyeballing it? Because I was going to, but I can actually pour the correct amount.
I got that.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, holy shit. It's either gonna turn out great or.
All right, there we go. Which one? What are we starting with? The scofflaw.
Dealer's choice. Dealer's choice. You pick, Blaine.
The scofflaw. Oh, and wait, just as a thing of trivia, one of you guys can't do the grapefruit juice because of your medication. Somebody.
Is that you, Groves?
Well, the thing with grapefruit juice, it has an enzyme in it that makes your medicine more efficient. So a lot of medicines that they give you, they figure that so much of it's going to get wasted that your body's not going to use, and the grapefruit juice gets rid of that. So you end up the medicine becomes more efficient. So that's why you're not. Just in case I thought you guys needed to know that. Okay,
they've been telling me for 10 years don't have any kind of grapefruit juice.
Yeah, they want you overdosing.
No. Okay. The scofflaw. It's going to be a stiff one. 1.5 ounces of bourbon.
Right.
How many?
1.5.
Okay.
All right.
Or a jigger of bourbon.
Okay.
I just want a shot glass.
Okay, I'm eyeballing this, I think.
Oh, don't eyeball it.
Where are the shot glasses?
In the drawer.
1.5.
1.5 bourbon. Look at that. Whoa.
I got it.
I don't know.
That was correct.
I don't have a glass with ice.
That look right?
You're supposed to put it in there.
I'm supposed to put the ice in here.
Yeah.
You guys are still working on getting the bourbon in the.
We are a mess here. I'm just eyeballing it in this shot glass here.
Does that have vermouth?
Sweet or dry?
This one calls for dry.
Oh, okay. Shit.
The Saratoga calls for the sweet.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Is this our bourbon for the drink?
I think you need a little more bourbon.
Oh, you're gonna mess up this. It's like baking.
Yeah. I couldn't find carrots for a carrot cake one time, so I used oranges because they were so color.
There we go.
All right. Yeah, there you
And
go.
now what was next?
Vermouth.
Yeah, vermouth. Right, yeah, there you go.
How much?
1.5 ounces of dry vermouth.
Oh, wow. That's a lot.
Let's see. The dry one?
No, that's sweet.
Sweet. This is dry.
That's dry.
There you go. Dry.
Nailed it. I probably went a little light on the dry vermouth, but that's just my own personal taste.
We got the vermouth in.
Yes, sir.
Excellent. You got your lemon juice?
I'm stirring in here.
Oh, half a lemon, correct?
Yep. 1/2 ounce of lemon juice. There
Oh,
you
half
go.
ounce. Okay.
What's next?
Lemon juice.
Right here.
Half ounce.
Half an ounce.
Yeah, that's probably a squirt. There you go.
Lemon juice.
All right. Chuck pre-squeezed it.
What else?
I don't want anything Chuck pre-squeezed, bro.
What's next?
What's next?
Grenadine, 1/4 ounce of grenadine.
It's over there.
All right. Notice everything we measure is the same size.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. So where is that shot?
Oh, you guys, you're cheaters. You need to make your own grenadine.
Oh, see, I actually have some, but I figured I'd go with the.
Please.
I won't grenadine shame you.
Blaine, Chuck had to go to 2 different states to get all of this shit.
Yeah.
That's true.
All right.
All right, grenadine's in.
Orange bitters.
Then a dash of orange bitters.
Dash of orange bitters. You're right, Chuck.
All right. I didn't make my own bitters either. I hope that's.
No, that's another, I've got a bitters book and it's like, I don't use that much of them. It's like you have a whole catalog of bitters and you just the couple of standards are good.
Well, it's like orgeat. Like, I'm not going to waste my time. I mean, it's better homemade, but Jesus.
That's over here.
All right, we shaking them?
Shaking them. Only on a Monday.
It's a blockbuster. How much bourbon is in mine?
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah. Looks about right. Looks like you got the color right.
Yeah.
Woo.
I would drink this again. This is good.
Yeah.
But I like bourbon. I love bourbon.
Yeah, I could drink these on a Sunday afternoon
Yeah, or a Monday
or a Monday evening,
early, later evening for you, early evening for me.
a Wednesday night hanging out with the hillbillies by a fire.
That's actually that's pretty good. I think I added a tad bit too much grenadine, but that's solid, man. That's a good cocktail.
Now, see, I think I added a tad too little.
You did.
I mean, it's gonna redden it out pretty solid. You said half ounce, correct?
I don't know. Mine tastes really good. So.
Quarter, yeah. Well, see, if you're making your own grenadine, then you're not just drinking red sugar water.
Syrup, yeah, it's fucking gross.
What do you use
Well,
for
this
grenadine?
is fine.
How do you make grenadine?
Yeah, just like making simple syrup, but instead of using water, you use pomegranate juice.
Oh, and you cook it down?
Yeah, you know how to make simple syrup is just your equal parts of water and sugar, and you heat it up in the same. Yeah, make your own grenadine. Yeah, you just use equal amounts of pomegranate juice and sugar.
Nice.
Huge,
That's good to know.
Huge difference. I mean, once you taste that, you'll feel the shame that you
Never go back.
Nice, keep it there for me.
I also added a lime, little piece of zest.
I thought you guys are purists. At least you guys are drinking. You know, sometimes I get together on these internet things and nobody's enjoying anything but a glass of water or a cup of coffee.
We're here to enjoy alcohol.
Yeah.
Yeah, how many alcohols are in this, Blaine?
Well, 3. Oh no,
Like
the next
proof.
one. No,
Percentage.
the 2 in this one. Yeah, just the sweet vermouth of the bourbon. Yeah, when we get into the Saratoga, that's cognac, bourbon, and the sweet vermouth.
Well, I think our bourbon is what, 94, something like that.
It's over by you. Or Chuck took it. Chuck's drinking it down.
Mine's 90.
93. 93 proof.
I didn't know we were competing. I'll go get one that's higher proof.
Oh.
Yeah.
we went to this place to do a show. We were drinking the shit out of the barrels that was like 127.
Yeah, like straight from the barrel, 130 proof. You're like, it's so good.
Chuck,
Yeah.
Chuck
Yeah, turn a hole in your belly.
0.24 or some shit. It was insane.
Yeah.
And that was on a weeknight too.
He wouldn't do that if he did the first news story that I got up here for grabs.
Oh.
Well, we're going to make another. Well, you want to do a news story? You want to do another drink? You got to practice, right, Blaine? Let's do it.
It's still early. Yeah, I think only one person is here.
All right. You know what? We're going to do a news story. All right. I got
News
it.
enjoy a cocktail.
Yeah. In drunk
I
news.
just center myself on the camera.
Although I don't know, now's a good time for fucking news, so I'm a caveat.
The big thing in the news is, did you watch the news on Wednesday? I'm sure more than half those people were drunk. But this is better.
I was telling these guys, I was like, we should have been there.
I know.
We could have been like fucking with people,
Broadcasting live.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Excuse me, sir. Can we interview you?
Yeah.
And luckily we get the guy with like the buffalo hat.
What are you drinking while you storm the Capitol steps? Dinner, cocktails.
No, they were cosmopolitan drinkers.
No, they like to stick noun laters in their Zimas. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Fucking Bud Light line.
Ugh. That's the story that Mikey's going to read later on. But I got this one. This is great. Here's how a man tried to beat a breathalyzer test. Man sprayed Axe body spray in the mouth during DUI stop. Why? Because the drunken driver wanted to cover himself head to toe with a perfume. And this was in Rock Hill. What is that?
Sounds like Tennessee.
Yeah, Tennessee, I think. Police officers pulled over a man who was driving erratically over the road. The officers then saw the man spray Axe body spray into his mouth. which should not help his argument of being sober. 45-year-old Patrick David Butler was driving his silver Nissan Frontier in the early hours of Monday morning in Rock Hill, York County, South Carolina.
Oh, South.
A police officer noticed the Nissan crossing the center line several times and saw the vehicle jerk to avoid hitting the curb along the 500 block of Echo Boulevard. The police proceeded to pull over Patrick. The police officer saw Patrick spray Axe body spray into his mouth.
Gross.
The police officer stated that Patrick was actively spraying Axe body spray into his mouth. The officer asked Patrick why he was spraying the body spray in his mouth. Patrick replied to the officer was that he was spraying himself from head to toe. Patrick explained that he had consumed 2 beers and a shot of Jack Daniels while watching football. Patrick failed.
That's it?
He failed 3 separate field sobriety tests. Maybe Axe body spray gets you drunk.
I mean, it's probably got alcohol as a suspension fluid.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
But believe it or not, he was charged with driving under the influence.
What up, Joe Allen?
Yeah.
Well, I'm proud to say that the Patrick for our show would have probably been, cooking up the works to get rid of that Axe body spray.
Yeah.
Not squirting in his mouth. So.
All right, Patrick.
Good.
Shout out to Patrick. Shout out to Patrick Disaster, our man on the street.
All right, Mike. You want to do the Bud Light Lime story?
I can, man. If you guys are game to hear this fucking sweet beans. All right. So the headline on this jam is 2 women charged, 1,000 plus beers confiscated in Newark party bus. Now we've talked about Newark before, like
Newark, New Jersey. Yes.
Yeah, Newark, New Jersey is my experiences with New Jersey are Newark and Atlantic City, and so I was fucking with these guys because I'm like, okay, I could do without the Garden State. But anyway, I'm like, Florida man news always wins out, but there's some good Newark news. So, 2 women from Irvington have been arrested for maintaining an illegal, unlicensed alcohol establishment at 2 separate large parties held over the weekend at the same location in Newark. It's like a warehouse, too. It's like super sketch.
Yeah, apparently has a full-size soccer pitch in there.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Indoor soccer?
Somewhere in that story, they talk about playing soccer.
All right. So according to officials, Fanny Camas, her name is legitimately front butt. So Fanny Camas, age 27, and Rose Minato, age 23, are facing charges with additional charges possible. There's another little picture from the police and stuff. Like, shit, you can't see that good. But I'll just explain it to you, right? It looks like an indoor, like a hard pitch. There's like a soccer goal, whatever. They got cases of brews, tons of people in there. Some of them actually have masks on. So good up to you, Newark, for maintaining COVID protocols.
Sure.
It's not like there's a resurgence.
They don't need the fines, man.
Nah, if I'm going to party, I want to party and not get sick.
Sure.
There you go. So officers responded Saturday around 11:45 p.m. to should I leave out the address? I don't know if there's like implications. No. Right.
Fuck that. They're already busted in the paper.
223 Verona Avenue on a report of a COVID-19 violation.
Snitches.
Police observed several people at the location not wearing masks and drinking beers. Officers also observed a full soccer game occurring. Dude, this sounds like a fucking lit party, bro.
Right? There's a full soccer game going on in this place.
A little footy, drink a little brew house. So my time that's a bear cup, bro. So Montano was serving beer from a concession stand in exchange for money without a license. Police confiscated
In exchange for money.
in exchange for money or sexual favors. So police confiscated 720 Bud Light Lime beers and 272 Corona beers. I mean,
they should be arrested. Yeah, they deserve to get busted.
Does that really count as drinking?
They're probably younger people attending this party.
Let me look in the picture.
Yeah, I believe so.
So it's a mixed crowd. Yeah. So I don't want to make the millennials or Z's.
Was that just regular Bud Light Lime, or was that Bud Light Lime Platinum in the blue?
It does not say, but
because that adds a little extra level of sophistication.
It does. It adds a couple more alcohols. But if I were a betting man, and I am, I don't bet as much as Chuck, but if I were a betting man and I am, I would say, no, this is regular ass, gross ass Bud Light Limes.
They're all regular gross ass Bud Light.
Right, most likely.
Yeah. So Maitano faces charges of maintaining an unlicensed liquor establishment, illegal sale of liquor, and unlawful possession of alcohol. This is like OG right now in 2021 speakeasy, bro. This is fucking awesome. I want to go to this fucking place after COVID, obviously. So police responded Sunday around 7:40 p.m. and a separate incident. These motherfuckers got busted 2 days in a row? I should have read this thing beforehand. This is blowing my mind. So the next day at 7:40 p.m., fucking Jersey, baby.
I drank it already.
So separate incidents and complaint of a COVID-19 violation at the same address. Responding officers observed 150 to 200 adults and children,
Make sure you get something.
many not social distancing or wearing masks inside the establishment. Kamas, this time, was arrested for serving beers from a concession stand for money without a license. Police confiscated 22 beers and $830 in proceeds from illegal alcohol sales. Kamas has been charged with maintaining an unlicensed liquor establishment, illegal sale of liquor, and unlawful possession of alcohol.
So they didn't break the second night until they got busted. I mean, they only had 22 beers left.
Fuck. They confiscated a shit ton the first night, but like, what the fuck? That's ballsy, dude. Like, you get busted and broken up and a bunch of fines, and you know they're not going to be cool about it because there's a fucking I don't know if you guys. Wait, I'm not sure if you know this or not because you're in the Pacific Northwest, but there's a pandemic, right? There's like shit going down. Like, you can't just fucking have hundreds of people drinking beers with kids with no masks and shit, just coughing and spitting and being morons.
Yes,
we don't. And then come back the next night.
Yeah, we didn't get the COVID here in Washington because we've got the mountains and the ocean on one side.
Oh,
right.
Got that Chaz protection.
It couldn't cross the Ballard locks.
Yeah.
all the like muscles and shit in the sound just absorb the toxins.
That's right.
Yeah.
Because science.
Right, because science.
Duh, motherfucker.
So, Blaine, you got band practice tonight.
Yeah, and I can tell you that probably down in the band room since the lockdown first happened in Washington about the third week of March. Between March and now, I could probably tell you that we've have at least 20 undocumented COVID violations.
Oh, I was like, God damn, bro.
Every month.
Yeah.
Dude, I drink whiskey and smoke cigars occasionally with friends. I don't,
Yeah.
Well,
marijuana is legal in Washington now, so they can't.
Yeah.
Hey, Arizona just went green. I don't really.
Like right after I left Seattle and moved out here, like not long after that, they legalized weed out there. And then I buy a house in New York State, and then they legalize it in New Jersey. And I'm like,
is New York State not legal?
no. I mean, I'm gonna smoke it anyway. I've been doing it this long, why?
That's funny.
There's no reason to stop now. You got to stay down.
Yeah, I feel like I'm cool with the culinary aspects. You know what I mean? Like, I want to zhuzh up my steak a little bit. It feels just kind of way.
Yeah, you're brownie.
We actually played with the Accused once in like '94, something like that, at some weird little all ages place in Pioneer Square called Velvet Elvis. Remember that place?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I think we played with the Accused and NME.
I remember them.
Yeah. And it was a weird show for us because we're like fucking none of it. It was all ages. Like, and back then there were no all ages shows in Seattle. It was really weird.
Really?
Yeah. Back then it was like really
You're
tough.
everywhere in San Diego, dude. Like most of the shows were all ladies.
Yeah, not back then, man. Seattle was tough for that. And then, but none of the kids were there to see like the fucking opening band. And we come out like with a fucking upright bass and like looking like a bunch of rockabilly dudes. And they're like, "What the fuck is this?"
Then I sprayed some fucking ugly truth in their face.
Then I fucking sprayed blood all over them. My mom's gonna get mad.
It's supposed to be at a punk rock show, not a murder.
Yeah. If it don't splatter, it don't matter.
That's right.
Nice.
I love it.
We were like literally the only neighborhood in North Jersey that listened to The Accused in like 1985, 86. Nobody else did.
We weren't that popular on the East Coast, you know.
Yeah.
We'd go out there and do our thing and have a few diehards, but yeah.
Yeah.
Well, back then there was kind of, there was a definite difference between the East and the West Coast.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Chuck's originally from the West Coast. I'm from the West Coast. You're clearly still in the West Coast, but yeah. Totally. Even now, it's different scenes. They're not as drastically different, but there's a difference for sure.
Right.
Yeah, but there's a lot more respect for like what the other,
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, it's the whole, especially with like the, it used to be like New York hardcore. Everybody's like, it's a whole different world. But now that like everybody can appreciate the crossover aspects of like what those bands did, and then what some of the Bay Area bands did, and then definitely what The Accused did up in Seattle, which is just it was. Now everybody I think just has an appreciation for everything. Plus, we're all fucking old men now. So
there you go. Yeah, you can appreciate it more.
Yeah, you respect anybody who's around now. You're like, oh, are you still doing it? Great, I respect you.
Exactly.
Yeah, you survived?
Yeah.
Look, this is
I got a few fake
right here. Just a little bit of this, not a lot of.
Exactly.
A lot of that.
No, science.
Yep. Hey,
but
fucking, we all lost a lot of friends over stupid shit. And it's like,
Not Pat.
no.
Nothing's getting real.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, so I jumped on the mic because I want to make the next drink. And we're going to do it all fucking retarded like we did last
Just like
time.
we did before.
We're going
to eyeball it.
But we're going to put the ingredients in there.
Well, I know that seems, like a good idea, but really some of them you got to kind of.
Yeah, it's a science.
A lot of these old drinks that are like nothing but booze.
Right.
It really does. It makes it,
Absolutely. 100%.
We'll shot glass through the lines.
We're going to get actual jiggers and like shit to measure our booze with.
See, I should have bought that thing.
Yeah, I had that shit at home. Nobody told me to bring it.
We're going to do better next time.
All right.
You got a dollar store? I mean,
we're going to spend more time.
This is from the dollar store.
Ah, see?
Oh, nice.
You got to have a Wicker and a pony and a wine glass. And
next, we have
But we're at the Inebrination Studio North.
bar spoon.
I did bring 2 different crystal glasses, though, so that I could have a clean glass for the next cocktail and make them different so that they're recognizable.
These.
Yes, these are our next glasses. But we'll do better next time.
Yeah.
We got to spend more time watching the Wicker Bar. That's all.
Yeah. I try to make it special, because sometimes if you're, other times when you're drinking at home, it's like you got a half gallon of vodka in the freezer, and you've got a pint glass. You throw some ice in there, couple of fingers, and you throw some fucking lemonade on there, and that's that. That's good, but it's nice to be kind of special every once in a while.
That sounds like a lazy Sunday to me.
I agree. Man.
Or Thursday, Friday, Tuesday.
Like you've inspired me. I turned on the Wicker Bar and I was like, "What the hell is this?"
I'll make some eggnog.
It's doing a Christmas tree. Christmas.
Oh yeah.
Is that fucking Blaine? No. I'm like, this is great. So I'll get all fancy and make some nice cocktails.
Oh yeah.
We're a bunch of idiots out here, and we try and, but we'll do our best. We'll follow.
We got a microphone and a computer.
That's right.
We got what we need here.
Yeah.
We got booze.
That's where
I got lots of alcohols. Yeah.
that's where all our monies went.
Yeah, I was after I watched the Christmas one, I was like, dude, the nog thing sounds rad. And then I really like to make tiki drinks as well as like classic cocktails.
Yeah.
I was
Right.
like, you know, hey, like I would love to make some tiki drinks sometime because that sounds fun. Another thing you got to measure though, dude.
And you got to have a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
You can only drink so many.
Yeah, orange yacht and allspice dram and the whole nine. Yeah.
Yeah, spiced flaring them.
What you
Yep.
need to do?
A couple of 4 different kinds of rum.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll make it of this.
Okay.
They're for classy. Tiki drinks are for classy bitches.
Yeah.
Right.
Which
What, you guys already lined up?
yeah, dude.
Hang on, whoa.
Yeah, so Tim, whatever I said, showed up.
Blaine, you came on an alcohol show, bro. Like where we're talking about.
I think this is more like a cocaine show. It's like just.
Hey, allegedly.
We're way too fucking old for that, man.
Allegedly. You know what I mean? Can't catch a case on the YouTubes.
You know, we did.
Okay, there.
Oh,
I had to get my. I forgot to bring up. I have the bar that I use for the YouTube for the videos is down by the band room. So
Okay.
that's where my booze is.
Oh, nice.
So now we're gonna do the Saratoga,
All right.
which is 1 ounce of cognac, 1 ounce of bourbon,
cognac.
1 ounce of sweet vermouth, and 2 dashes of
1 ounce of cognac.
Angostura bitters.
Angostura. Is it okay to do Angostura and Peychaud's if you really like bitters?
You know, the Peychaud's is kind of more of a specific thing, like if you're doing a Sazerac or something like that, because all the bitters do have a different
They
flavor.
do. Yep.
But you're drinking it, so if that's what you like to do.
Oh, I sure am. All right. So you said 2 dashes?
Wait,
Well, the measurements are 1 cognac, 1 bourbon,
1 bourbon.
vermouth. If you want to do 2 cognac, 2 bourbon, 2 sweet vermouth, you can do
You trying
that.
to get me drunk? You trying to
Give
get
me
me
one.
I'm just it's very when the measurements are like that, it's it's
Give me
good
the
for,
sweet vermouth, damn it.
And then 2 dashes of bitters?
or if you
Or whatever,
try the
to taste.
recipe times 2, it'd be 4 or
How much
6
is that?
or 10.
Correct. Those guys are they're making
How
a
many
mess.
ounces of the
I'll
sweet
talk
vermouth?
cocktails with you. They're just gonna
Okay.
make a mess. All right. So I'm gonna do a couple dashes and then 1 of each.
All right,
you got
I'm
it.
there.
Okay, we're a little behind here because we're fucked
So
up.
one for one.
Just use like a quarter cup.
So if you're doing like
Yeah.
so if you're doing 3 ounces of each because you got 3 cocktails, then do like 6 dashes, give or take, of bitters.
Mhm.
But
And
sweet
then-
vermouth,
and then-
another-
If you want it 3 times as strong for 1 person.
And
Or
three
you can do that. But they're
dashes
making 3
of regular
cocktails.
bitter.
Oh yeah, they're making 3.
I'm making 1. They're making
You're making
2.
1, I'm making 2.
They're
It's
shaking.
kind of like simple math.
They're shaking. I'm stirring.
So
Okay. Okay.
you're doing 2 batches.
Give me the
All right.
bitters.
Sweet vermouth, not dry vermouth. Don't make that
Sweet
mistake.
Dashes.
6 dashes?
Yes. Because you're making
Yeah.
2 cocktails, man.
Well, you can do 4 dashes for 2.
Oh, well, I did 6, so it's all fucked
That's
up.
all right. I like bitters though, so that's fine. All right,
Smells good.
so sweet vermouth, not dry vermouth. I just want to make everyone aware.
That's
Do
right.
not make that mistake. It's fucking gross if you make a cocktail that's supposed to have sweet vermouth and you use dry vermouth. I did that one time with an Italian cocktail, and I was like, "Oh, like it won't be that bad. Like it's vermouth. It's gonna draw it up." No, dude, it was not at all palatable. I still drank it because it was like good alcohol, but it was awful. Like I didn't like it the whole time.
And vermouth on itself is nasty.
It's really gross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when you mix it in a cocktail, it works because
I'm leaking. Hold on.
Right. If I'm gonna like sit back, just enjoy a pint glass of vermouth, it's gonna be dry.
a couple of ice cubes in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you, a fucking savage? I'm gonna do another lime twist in this because I'm fancy.
This shaker sucks.
and I don't want to waste lime zest.
I'm sure Blaine's tastes so much better than
Roby, get a towel.
We're thinking Blaine's probably
Well, lime twist because I'm a classy bitch.
I don't. I've got a.
How I get one of them?
Ooh, yeah,
Ooh.
fresh, the freshy fresh.
Look at that. I have
man.
grapefruit.
Mm.
Shaker leaked.
Hey, the Groby can't have grapefruit. That's rude. Orange.
I don't know where there's a towel.
Roger,
There's paper.
Yeah.
the dog drinks it. Keep going, keep going.
Dude, I'm sure everybody loves the sound of ice dropping in a thing.
Yeah. I need like a Kansas City Chiefs flag to use as a bar
That's
rack.
okay. Okay,
I want a Browns
podcast's
flag.
over, guys. No.
Rude.
Hi, baby boy. Hi, you know.
That's we got it.
All right, we shaking it up.
Is everybody ready?
What?
Yeah,
What
I've
I'm
been
doing
ready.
with it.
Yeah,
Want some? Drink it.
I hear that the simultaneous shaking is,
yeah, shake that. You gotta shake now.
I did shake it.
You were way ahead of them?
Yeah, I was way ahead.
Depends on how big of it is.
This is
The drinking is made.
That's a scofflaw.
Yeah, apparently it wasn't done when I gave it to you guys.
okay. Kind of sucks.
Oh, that looks awesome.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
you definitely taste the
Gin or the
alcohol.
alcohols. Yeah.
Yeah, I did the.
Is there gin in it?
No, look, see, his looks
Is
nice.
there vermouth in it?
Yes.
I think my sweet vermouth was just a little bit.
Mine looks real light.
Yeah.
Oh no, mine's still really foamy because I shook the shit out of it.
Well, that's what happens.
That's what she said.
When you shake it.
I did the stir method.
Yeah.
I shook it and then it spilled.
I didn't do anything except get handed a glass.
Oh, dude.
I
Hey,
stirred it.
this is
I stirred it with the
Great.
miniature golf club.
It's the old Billy Maru.
That's a stick.
See,
the cool Swizzle Stick Golf Club. That's cool.
yeah, actually, no, I have my stir spoon over here, but I don't know where it went.
It
Somebody
was
took
right in
it.
front of you.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
gone.
this is another stiff one.
So compliments to Blaine because this thing turned out.
Yeah, thank you, Blaine.
Cheers.
Cheers.
That's
No,
up.
thank you.
Cheers.
Yeah, kind of the distant, cocktail thing. You're in the closet, you're in the bathroom, and we're all here together.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. Right.
yeah. None of us.
What are you trying to say, Blaine?
I don't know
What he's saying is
I don't know what I'm trying to say.
that right now we all have an alibi, even though we weren't in the room together.
I know. We all have one.
That's what it comes down to.
Yeah, you call that date stamping. No, I'm here. Oh, my wife's right here. She's. Usually I'd be making her a cocktail.
Right.
You didn't make one?
Right.
He's like, no, this ain't the
Yeah,
way.
none of the guys in the band, they're not really hard liquor drinkers, so
So they're like
they're beer drinkers.
hard seltzer.
There's nothing wrong with beer. You can drink beer and cocktails.
That's what we're doing.
You can. Yeah.
There he goes.
Yeah. We do this on show night. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why not? Usually we don't drink cocktails, but
It's usually
Right.
beer.
Only on Monday.
it's usually just beer.
I do.
Yeah,
We're
I
working
think we've
around-
only done 2 distilleries.
We're working around Tim's schedule. You know,
Yeah,
he makes the M&Ms. So whenever they let him off
Yeah. I
at
can
the
do
M&M
this.
factory, we do a
In
show.
Hershey,
No, that's Hershey.
Hershey.
PA? I don't fucking know. Oh wait, M&Ms are Mars, huh?
Yeah. Hackettstown, New Jersey, bro.
No, I never said I was affiliated with them on the show.
That's right.
You didn't.
Never said that.
I did. No.
No, nobody
Now-
did.
now we
We're
know.
talking about Hershey, duh.
That was pretty good. It's not sweet. at
So
all.
before, I know Blaine's got to go scream and yell. Martha Splatterhead stuff.
Rock and roll.
What tell people where they can find your YouTube channel and how they can contribute and all that jazz.
Our YouTube channel, which is myself and my wife, Rael, who's behind the camera, and we actually had a show on public access TV way back probably 24, 25 years ago.
Dude,
Yeah, it was called the Wizard's Wacky World, and I showcased some of my old toys, and there was some drinking on that show as well. And
Wait,
I did break some toys.
did you ever meet the goddess Kring?
Yes,
All right.
yeah. Actually,
Seattle had like the best,
actually
like,
years
public
after
shows.
when public access was over, it's not just me. I'm kind of a collective here, but we own a burger place called Zippy's Giant Burgers.
Oh, nice.
And the neighborhood that we're in used to do a monthly art walk, and a couple of months they did it where they were having live artists, and we had the goddess Kringen was doing. She was at Zippy's doing live art. This was kind of a few years after public access, so a lot of young people didn't they don't know. All the YouTube and Facebook shit, that's great, but there's just so much of it. Back then it was just like the public access. So much. Yeah. No, she was crazy.
That's right. I've actually been to your burger place. I had no idea. It was in the late 90s, I think, early 2000s, maybe.
No, we've been around for this is going to be our 13th year. We opened in 2008.
2008? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, shit. When was the last time? I'm pretty sure. The last time I was in Seattle.
The last time I saw you in Seattle, you wouldn't fucking remember, Mikey.
Oh, there's zero chance I would remember that. That was
yeah. Well, that happened.
That was like 2004.
I didn't know I was supposed to remember.
I was supposed to be out there last year, and show got canceled.
Yeah.
No, I think I was like 2012. So could have been. I'm pretty sure I remember though. You said the name, and I was like, oh, I think I've been there.
Yeah.
Anyway.
The goddess Kringen, yeah.
Nice. Okay. Sorry to interrupt you.
Oh no. It's good to have a point of reference.
Yeah. You brought up public access in the PNW, and I'm like, oh, goddess Kring. I used to be fixated on that sometimes when I was high. Just like, what is she doing?
Okay, so we go back. So yeah, if you want to see our show, it's the Wicker Bar. We're on the YouTube, and when you search Wicker Bar, you're gonna go through a whole bunch of shit like how-tos to put together wicker furniture for your patio, and we're in there. You find us.
Yeah.
Can you do like the Wicker Bar cocktail, and it'll maybe search?
I just work for the Wicker Bar. Well, these people that have all these.
I'm going to internet.
The people that have a bazillion views and all that stuff. I mean, you pay money to get that shit. You just don't.
Yeah.
You just don't automatically put something up on YouTube and 2 months later you got 125,000
Right
watching it. Yeah. There's
so if you type in
that.
So just to help you out, if you type in Wicker Bar Cocktails YouTube into a search engine on the Googles or whichever your preferred is, it will take you directly to Honolulu Cocktail #1, Tasty Classic.
Oh.
The Clover Club Cocktail.
Oh, okay. Well,
Dating the Weather.
Hashtag
fucking you're lucky, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, brother. Well, thanks so much for coming on. And
Cheers. We appreciate having you on.
Next time we do this, we'll do it, down the road a bit, and we'll be like professional cocktail makers.
Maybe we can keep them
Stand up,
At least
the bar.
professional cocktail drinkers.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what I like. Yeah. The next time you guys will come over here and I'll make cocktails for you.
I love that
let's
idea.
There we go. Yes.
Yep.
Road trip.
Mm-hmm.
Let's work it around when I play out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. When we're able to play again, that's not going to be.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That could happen.
My
And some of
daughter
the shows
lives out
last
there
year.
now,
They all got
and
canceled.
My daughter's in South Seattle now. She was born there. She just was able to move back as an adult. And it sucks because when she moved back there, she loved it. She's like, I knew she would. I knew she would love Seattle. She's vegan and everything. It's like, yeah, Seattle's perfect.
Vegan and everything.
Then COVID. And she's like, yeah, this city's great. I'm stuck in my fucking house.
Yeah. Yeah, a friend of mine's daughter is going to University of Seattle or whatever, and they're fucking shut down. So she's doing like full online. Her roommate was from Maui, so she went and is now living in Maui doing school online.
Oh,
for
shit.
University of Seattle.
Lucky.
Bitch.
Yeah.
I know it's my friend's kid, but
I hate her.
All right, Blaine. If you want to, you can hang out. But if you want to go, we'll let you go to
Now
practice.
here's the other fellows. The dog is barking.
Okay.
Oh,
Kinda.
right on, man. Well, hey, appreciate the lesson. These are delicious.
yeah, thanks, man.
Peace anytime. Thank you guys.
Just give us an eat your buddies before you bail.
Yeah. Bring them on the show.
is. You won't get a bit hungry, no, not tonight.
Nice.
All right. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
thanks.
Wicker Bar. Splatterrock.com. Yeah.
That's right.
Go to Splatter Rock.
All right, Groby, you're on.
Thanks a
Yeah,
lot, man.
you guys are going to keep on going.
Yeah.
dude.
We still have more show here.
What I'd suggest is you guys go through, and I would make each one of those cocktails one more time, just to make sure you got it right the first time.
Do that, yeah.
It's kind of a little.
Am I gonna eat ice cream in my bed again?
You might just sleep. You might sleep with the ice cream.
Bro, I woke up with like chocolate all over my sheets. And I was like, where the fuck did that come from? And my wife showed me the pictures. She showed me the pictures, and I was like, I love you.
Taco Bell.
No,
I gotta eat
no. God, no.
I gotta go.
Everybody,
Okay,
it was
goodbye.
great seeing you. Thank you
Thanks
so
for
much.
being on the show, man. We love you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Look at that outro. He just closed the damn
I
screen.
know. It's very cool. I did that.
Yeah, that's how you're supposed to do it.
All right. Well, I got to get here.
I like the way we did it.
I legitimately gotta urinate because
Okay, so everybody walks away and leaves me live.
Roby, dude,
All
you need
this fucking shit.
No, Mike.
you can read it. You do you have a news story? Do you have a news story?
No,
I
I
just
don't
gotta
have
stay
anything.
until Tim gets back.
Yeah,
Oh,
Okay.
fuck. Okay, fine.
Okay,
I'm here. I'm here.
Go fucking piss.
No, dude, it's fine. I got an ice bucket right here.
I can hold people's attention.
No, it's fine, dude. No,
You might get in trouble.
well, I didn't realize everybody was leaving, so I was like, hey, I'm gonna dip out for a second, and then I
Yeah.
was like, shit.
Go now because we're waiting for you to get back. So you and
Oh,
Tim
okay.
talk while me and Tom go outside for a minute.
Oh,
Right now,
are you guys
drinking.
wrestling?
I'm drinking a Money India Pale Ale from Barrier Brewing Company in Oceanside, New York.
Nice.
Weighs in at a hefty 7.3. So yeah, go out and pick this up. This is pretty good.
I was
So-
Hoodie Buzzard was watching.
Yeah,
It's all there.
but he's in the fucking shed, fucking wrangling fucking like feral cats and shit on the
And,
pot.
Somebody else, I can't read the name, said loving the show. Cheers. And
Justin.
Justin Bucci Carlino.
yeah. And then
What's up?
we got-
Cheers.
We got Joellen Welsh and your wife.
And my wife, yeah, she says Chuck McCann ringing bell.
She laughed about it.
She wanted some war penny.
Oh, okay. We'll do here. Here.
Yeah.
This is like fucking magic looking in this thing because I'm actually standing on Groby's right and he's on my left. And we're
Yes.
all fucked up because we're like in a mirror or something.
Yeah, it's bugged out.
messing me up.
This
Because I want to point at him going like that.
this usually isn't how it is when you know.
But I got to go like that if I
Yeah.
want to point at him.
No.
It's weird.
So now the women are digging into the rest of the bourbon.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to open my beer.
Yeah. Here, I'm
Yeah,
going
what-
to let you fucking open
Yeah.
your beer. And as
Here.
soon as Mikey comes back, you guys are going to keep talking.
Yeah.
All right. So I got this thing, Cocoa Tea by Shebeen or Shebeen?
Shebeen.
Shebeen. Oh,
Yeah.
even better.
Connecticut.
From
Yes.
Connecticut. It is 8 alcohols and it is a chocolate milk stout. Let's check this shit out. I'm excited about this one. Cool looking label. Got a little doggy on it.
All right.
The 8 alcohols chocolate milk stout, huh?
Yes.
Sounds delightful.
It probably tastes exactly like the last
Which
beer.
one of these cocktails is mine?
Drink them all. Drink them all. That's what I said.
Yes.
You guys do the show. We're going to go smoke.
Oh, are you really?
Yeah. have a cigarette.
Cool.
This is really tasty. Oh,
Is it?
Here, yeah.
It's definitely heady, huh? So it's got a lot of head retention.
Yes, it does. I did not expect that. I didn't pay attention when I poured it. I was looking at the camera.
But who doesn't love a good head? You know what I mean?
That's what she
That's
said.
good. It's not gonna fall.
It's science. It's science. So, yeah, I brought another Sex Panther because shit's pretty delicious. And at 6.9 alcohols, it's doable, right? You're going to catch a cool buzz without being like fall down drunks. But because I'm also drinking all the whiskeys, because I love whiskeys. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I'll drink a whole bottle, specifically Scotch. Like I love Scotch so fucking much. I don't know if it's like hereditary or what the deal is, but I could drink a whole bottle of Scotch easily one night, wake up the next morning, do some dumb shit, and then be like ready to go. But I will drink bourbon whiskey or rye whiskey as well. And I love whiskey, man. I do love craft beer.
I love bourbon. That's my stuff.
So, but like a good rye whiskey is fucking good, though, dude.
I had the single barrel Jack Daniel's rye they came out with last year. I love it. I'll only sip it, because I don't want to waste it. I don't want to just chug the stuff. I enjoy the taste of it. It's really good.
Yeah, no, so that's the thing. Like I don't know at what point in my life, but at some stage in my adult life, like adult life, like when I became like a real adult, like I stopped. Like I don't do shots like unless I have to, kind of thing. Like if I'm in a social situation and I want to be a dick, but like, I don't do shots. Like it's like I like sipping drinks. Like I like maybe a little splash of cold water, couple ice cubes, let it open up, and just sip on it and enjoy it. But like because I've been drinking fucking most for my whole adult life, like I'll just keep sipping on it. So like at 5 o'clock, it's 5 o'clock.
I'm trying to do that.
Start sipping, and then but before you know it, it's 10 o'clock, and you're like, fuck, I gotta crack another bottle.
I know what happens with shots, and shots just go down too quickly. You're like, oh, I'll do another shot. Yeah, I'm not 21 anymore. Like,
that's where barf comes from, dude. You know what I mean? Like, I have fucking no desire. I have no desire to barf or piss my pants or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to reserve that for special occasions.
Right? Exactly. I want to enjoy myself when I'm drinking. I'm not trying to get annihilated as quick as possible.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Like, it's fun to catch a cool buzz, be a little tipsy, be a little drunk, but like, it's not fun to be like, I went from chill and having a good time and like bullshitting with the homies or whatever to which 100% Chuck can tell you that's my MO, especially, fuck, when was that? Like 15, 20 years ago? Like I think I was like 25, 26 when I actually met Chuck for the first time.
All right.
And dude, I got hammered. I was okay for a little while. And then like he mentioned, so they were doing a show in Seattle, and it was probably like mid-aught, sometime around there, 2004, 2005, something like that. And we're hanging out. I was drinking some. Do you remember what the fuck what's that drink, dude? The malt liquor energy drink, Sparks.
Oh yeah.
So I was drinking some Sparks, and they had them at the concert venue in Seattle. And it's like I went up with a buddy of mine who I think is going to join in on the show at one of these days, but Spike from Barnyard Ballers, right? So we were hanging out with Chuck, and Charlie's like, "Oh yeah, hey, we're going back to so and so's house. We got a limousine. You want to come?" And I was like, "I shit you not, dude." I looked at Spike and my friend who was his girlfriend at the time, and it was like they were my parents. I was like, "Oh, can I? Yeah, I'm a grown adult man. You know what I mean? Like I'm a professional alcoholic, and I'm like, can I go in the limousine?" We're like, ooh. So I jump in there, when there's like just like hammered people, whatever. I think it's like black velvet Canadian whiskey, like a plastic handle is running around. So I'm fucking drinking, having a good time because I'm like, dude, I'm not from Seattle. Like I'm in town partying, having a good time. Like I came to see some fucking psychobilly and punk rock, and that's that. And like we get to where we're going. I remember some of the guys in the band giving me some like band swag and being like, fuck, that's awesome. You know what I mean? Like, that's great. I love you guys. Like, oh, this is gonna be awesome. And I stuffed it in the couch because I didn't want to like walk around. It was like t-shirts and stickers and patches and shit. And like, I was like, I don't have pockets, you know? So I was like, I'm just going to stuff it in the couch and I'll come back. Well, I got fucking fucked up. Like, was like, whoa, you know? And then like, somebody's like, you okay? And I was like, not anymore. You like, you know what I mean? So I went out and I barfed on this dude's front yard everywhere. And they're like, okay, we're going to take you home. And I was like, the next day I had to get on a plane from Seattle. And I was like, fuck, dude, I left a bunch of stuff at that dude's house. Shit. So I ended up like jumping on the interwebs and hitting him up and was like, hey man, I'm sorry about barfing all over your like plants and bushes. You know, he's like, oh no, it's the fucking grass has never been greener. And I was like, oh, well, that makes me feel better. And I was like, hey, did I leave a bunch of shit in your couch? Nope. Fuck. So somebody snagged it.
Yeah, no,
somebody came up.
Warm thing.
Oh,
But yeah, I used to 100% get like
go from like really cold into warm. My sinuses lock up.
Yeah,
I can't breathe.
Cut out.
no, I think you can't hear me over Groby talking about his sinuses.
Yeah, I know. Groby's pretty loud.
So but yeah, no, I used to 110% like just get like sloppy. And like at some point, you know, I still want to get up the next day and function and drink some more. You know what I mean?
Right?
You know, like I hate those days where I'm like, I'm never drinking again. That's the worst feeling ever. It's like you betrayed yourself.
That's what I was gonna say. You betrayed yourself.
I try not to have that, but sometimes it happens.
Sometimes I'm never drinking that again. And it's been Jägermeister many times.
Tequila for me. I could actually drink a fifth of Jägermeister and be like, oh, let's go for a jog. But tequila, dude, like a couple fingers of tequila, like maybe 2 shots worth, but sipping, I can't even function, dude. Like I can't metabolize it.
See, I love the taste of it, and I really do. But it makes me want to fight my friends and cry about it.
Yeah, that's tequila. That's tequila for me. Yeah. I think everybody's got their poison.
That's true.
For some people, it's meth. For us, it's tequila or Jägermeister.
There you go.
The Sunday before New Year's Eve, I came home from Catherine's house and I was watching football, so I wandered into the bar and hang out with like my family. And I ended up, I was there for hours drinking Brandy Alexander's, weird shots, pounding fucking all kinds of craft beers. And then I somehow I passed out. I woke up, the alarm goes off, and now I got to go to work Monday. And I feel like fucking absolute fucking. And I was like, I'm like drinking at least until Thursday. Maybe not, maybe after.
Yeah, maybe after I get off today. Well, you know, the hair of the dog is a real ass thing.
Yeah, there was no. Pot didn't even work that day.
But I mean, you got to work. That's what EC didn't work on you.
Yeah, pot and cheeseburgers and none.
No, that worked.
No.
I will say this, that I don't know that I could do both. Like I don't think I could get wasted and get wasted. You know what I mean? Like I think that would personally, like I don't have a lot of experience because I recently retired from, you know, the government work and shit. But like I don't think I could pull that off, dude. I think there'd be enough stimulation to where I would be in a bad place.
Yeah, I can't go like nuts. I mean, moderation. You know, I take a bong puff here and there. You know, but
yeah, I can't imagine like
I'm not
like on face.
Yeah, I'm not getting roasted and slamming drinks like 30 years ago. So that ain't happening.
30 years ago was a whole different story.
Yes. Sure. 30 years ago, there would have been a pile of coke, fucking crack. We'd have been smoking Crazy Eddie, fucking everything else.
Crack is where I draw the line.
If you could light it on
Snorting
fire, you
fucking
smoked
mescaline.
What are these goddamn beasts?
Fucking Boogie Buzzard knows all about snorting mescaline.
Oh, Jesus. He went full Buffalo's Rome, huh?
Doing his shit.
That was a New Year's Eve with the circle jerks and gangrene at the
That
show.
sounds like a killer year.
Both of those bands were tripping their fucking balls off.
I believe it.
So
I believe that story.
that was
Sure.
a fun time.
Hey, Chuck.
All right, I'm coming on.
Okay.
You better. I'm over here talking to Timmy.
This.
No, you can hook up.
What are we doing now?
I'm having a
He
drink.
doesn't have to listen. He can just talk.
You know what?
Uh-oh.
We got some drunk news. How about that?
Yeah.
Groby, there you go. That story's for you.
Okay. How many man calls 911 to ask how many legs an octopus has? On Wednesday, November 2nd, 69-year-old John Dargan Barron made a number of 911 emergency calls to Rock Hill Police Department. Fucking South Carolina again.
There you go, right?
It's that fucking mustard sauce, man.
Fucking Rock Hill.
Where he asked a bunch of bizarre questions. At 11 p.m., the 69-year-old made his first call to
Rogers?
emergency services.
That's Rogers.
Roger, shut up! The police report stated that he asked the dispatcher how many legs an octopus had. The dispatcher sent police to John's home where they found him extremely intoxicated and gave him a warning. The Herald Online reported that 30 minutes later, he made a second call to 911. This time, Barron asked the call taker if the Russian alphabet was the same as the English alphabet. Police were sent to his home again, where they found Barron disrobed from the waist down. According to police, officers had to dress him before arresting him. He was repeating expletives at the officers whilst resisting arrest. Eventually, he gave in. Whilst exiting the police vehicle, Barron planted his left foot behind the passenger seat, claiming he was stuck. John Dargan Barron was charged with unlawful use of 911 and resisting police. He's currently being held in Rock Hill City Jail on $4,087 bond.
We should go interview.
So,
Yeah, we should just go to Rock Hill and just do a show for them.
Yeah, I
Find out
mean,
what happens.
that Rock Hill, South Carolina, apparently is the new Florida.
Is that South
Real,
Carolina?
dude.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
Inebriation on the beat.
yes.
Right?
That's what I'm saying. We should have been in the Capitol. I didn't know any of this was happening. We
Dude,
could have
I am telling you, that's the last place any of you motherfuckers wanted me to be. Like, I'm not even gonna get weird or political or anything like. But I would have gotten violent fast. So
but we could have had a good show, man.
I would have loved just making fun
Drinking
of
beers. Hey, man. Hey.
unless there's bang bang shrimp.
Confederate flag.
Hey.
What are you drinking, storming the Capitol? Bush? Ha ha ha! Fucking
Coming
laugh.
up, we're not the mainstream news. We're not biased. Let us interview you.
Yeah.
We're Beaver Nation. We're about beer.
Meanwhile, I'd have been like, if I don't get lobster or bang bang shrimp, I'm gonna fuck somebody up.
Yeah. Well, I want some Bang Bang Shrimp.
Getting hangry, bro.
Hey, oh, by the way, just so everybody, all 5 of you listening know, fuck them.
Yes.
Hey, I'm going to raise my hand and say I'm the first one right now to agree with you because as somebody who retired from federal service not too long ago, we've taken oath to protect and defend the Constitution of the United States from all enemies, foreign and domestic. And that does not equate to disrupting a constitutionally mandated event in the Capitol fucking building, you twats. All right? Like you can do whatever you want. You can fucking believe whatever you want. You can have whatever affiliations you want. However, the second you can commit sedition and insurrection, dude, I will jack you to fuck up. We could post my fucking information on the thing right now because that shit,
Yeah.
I do not play with that game. That is not a game we play. you can believe whatever the fuck you want to believe. You know what I mean? You can sign up for whatever false information you want to sign up for and all that other stuff. That's fine. But the second you act on it in a violent manner and try to fucking promote tyranny and fucking violate democracy, we're not cool. So that's my piece, and that's it. And I'm going to say what I said, and that's it, because I don't want to show.
Totally agree with you.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't want to fuck up the show, but like I've been fired up, bro. Like,
Mikey Bones' comments this evening are agreed upon.
Completely endorsed by Inebriation.
We are endorsed by the cast of Inebriation.
oh, cool. Because I was like, I could show you guys my Bronze Star for Valor right there.
What offended me is the fuck standing in the Capitol building with a Confederate flag.
Yeah.
Oh, no, 110%, dude. So millions of fucking people died, like hundreds of thousands to millions of people died, depending on what side you want to count, right? But it's a lot of motherfuckers that were born here.
Like you said, you get what they believe in. My deal is, okay, you want to have your grievance, you want to pull a stunt like this, you run up those fucking stairs with an American flag, not a Confederate flag. I was one of those cops. That guy would have been the first bullet between his fucking eyes.
Rebel battle flag ain't gonna fly. So this is that's the first time in American history since
That's literally
1776.
the only flag in the country.
The war of 1812, that motherfucker burned down, but you know what didn't fly in there? Some sort of fucking foreign or rebel battle flag, some secession.
That flag is literally the only traitor flag.
Yeah.
And I know we got homies from the South, and I love you guys, but you all understand this is not okay.
We got plenty that believe that we're right on this. I mean, that know that we're right on this.
Yeah.
But,
that flag does not belong in our capital. No way.
Nah. And then, you know what I mean? Like, it's not even a political thing at this point. It's absolutely fucking ignorance and insurrection. You know what I mean? I'm going to look up the word, because there's actually a phenomena where people draw logical connections to make things seem real, or like it's like, so for instance, voter fraud, right? It's gone to court. They presented evidence. It's not evidence. So it gets thrown out to include, POTUS appointed judges, right? So it's not like there's some sort of bias in there or some sort of deep state shit that led to that. But there is a real ass thing where people believe. What is this word?
Well, you see, people will never believe court decisions like that get plastered all over the news because of OJ. They'll never fucking believe that. So you could say, there's no evidence. Everybody's going to go, no! There's always going to be somebody that says bullshit. So.
Yeah. No, 100%. So let me see.
I can't hear.
But it's about people believing only what they want to believe, even though there's been some evidence presented towards it.
Yes.
They're like, no, that's not real.
Yes.
All right. So that's enough fucking politics from Inebriation.
100%. Yeah. No, you're correct.
You know where we stand.
Apophenia is the word. I apologize. So apophenia, and then fuck politics, fuck religion. We got nothing but you and me and psychobilly.
That's right. So we're gonna do something now, at least in the Jersey headquarters of Inebriation. And I just gotta say, much respect to Mikey Bones for jumping in and being part of the show, man.
He's been an excellent addition to the cast.
I've been a fan since the jump.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When you invited me on, I could not.
You've been that one guy in Arizona that's been listening to the show. Now there's nobody listening in Arizona.
Not true. I am sharing, and
it's not force people. There are people listening. But for a long time, there was one guy in Arizona, and I was like, I know who that is. So we're going to do something that I don't think we've ever done on Inebriation. We're going to drink wine.
I was mixing it with vodka.
Yeah. So Laura and I went to Milford, Pennsylvania yesterday, And we had some plans. We were going to go to a couple of antique spots, and we were going to go to a brewery because that's what I do. And we parked, and we're outside of a winery, and we got all fucking wine drunk the night before. So the last thing we wanted was wine. But we were like, she's like, "Fuck it, let's go in." So we went in, and we go in, and the guy that manages the wine, and the name of the wine bar is Soaked, which I love because that's also the name of our theme song by Beowulf from Venice. Soaked, and this is Soaked Winery from Milford, PA, and we bought a I want to say it's a Sauvignon Blanc. Maybe not. Maybe it's a Cabernet. I don't remember. We haven't opened.
There's a big difference between those two.
We haven't opened.
I was gonna say a Blanc, Sauvignon Blanc is gonna be very light and very like.
Well, here's the deal. We haven't opened it yet, so I don't remember. But I remember they were like, and then we have our seasonal Christmas wines up here, and they had a cranberry wine. And the cool thing was, man, the reason that I loved this place was because Laura's like, cranberry wine, that sounds pretty good. And the guy running the place is like this tattooed fucking fat guy with a beard. And he was like, that is a killer wine to mix with vodka.
Oh shit.
And I'm like, he's like, in case you don't
He
want
mixes wine with vodka.
He's like, in case you don't want to dilute your vodka with water and juice, you put some of our cranberry wine in there. And I was like, that's funny. I'm like, I don't have any stickers, but I have a podcast, and
he's my spirit animal.
And our co-host, like on the first episode of this show, was like, the only thing a wine's good for is a mixer. And, so like the guy's cool. I don't remember his name, and hopefully he's listening. Sorry,
I'm cool punk rock fucking wine tender.
Right. Sorry, I called you fat, but I'm fat too. It's okay. We're all fat. It's all good.
Welcome to goddamn club.
That's right. So
dad bod.
It's Soaked Winery from Milford, Pennsylvania, in Orange County, and we're gonna try this fucking cranberry wine right here because it's not what I was expecting. It's pretty goddamn banging.
Sounds rad. Goddamn. No, it's okay. It's all right. I'm not terribly. No, I'm lying. I'm upset.
I was ocean spray.
Renee Blank.
Really?
Yeah.
You need to mix this with your vodka.
Are you jamming some Stevie Nicks and just going?
Right here, it makes the perfect vodka cranberry.
Yeah.
This right here.
Honestly, it tastes
Because it's all alcohol.
Yeah.
I don't taste alcohol.
But
This ain't a Nebra wussication. This is a Nebra nation, my dude.
Right.
If you're not mixing your alcohol with your alcohol, you done fucked up.
The guy that sold me
Mix
this,
your alcohol with
the guy
your
who
alcohol.
sold me this, who runs the place, said, "Mix your shit with your shit." I was like, "Wow, this guy's cool."
They also said they've only been open,
And they've only been open for 2 months.
so go there.
So
Yeah,
if you're
really?
you're in the area, if you're in Northwest New Jersey or the tri-state area, New Jersey, New York,
Somewhere by
Pennsylvania,
Milford, Pennsylvania.
somewhere by Orange County or Pike County, Sussex County, check these guys out. And while you're there, head over to Log Tavern Brewing in Milford, and also
Double whammy.
service, man. Do it all.
Absolutely.
Got a lot in the area.
We got a lot.
So, how's that shit taste, man? It sounds.
Dude,
I mean,
it's like cranberry.
Yeah, it's
juice.
like I don't taste alcohol.
Yeah.
Like shit, you
It's
can get
killer.
fucked up off this.
Yeah, it's.
I
killer.
I fucks with wine, and I like cranberries and cranberry juice and like cranberry sauce. Thanksgiving is one of my favorites. I'll fuck with it.
Yeah, why
Like,
not?
That sounds awesome. Like
And
if that's because I've never even.
vodka, like you would fuck with this because
Yeah, dude, I've never even seen like
I
cranberry.
recommend this wine with Milk Street Black Vulture vodka.
Ooh.
yeah,
The
milk.
ultimate local.
So keep it local if you're in the area. If you're in the tri-state, New Jersey, New York, PA area, get yourself some Milk Street vodka or rum.
Yeah.
and some soaked cranberry wine.
That's crazy. So is it grapes and cranberries or like?
I don't know.
I think it's just cranberry.
Yeah, I don't have my. It just tastes cranberry. I don't have my readers on.
That's fucking no. It's all good, dude. I like it's a trip because I love some cranberries. I would.
I gotta get the
drink
guy on.
the shit.
He has a football podcast himself, so
Oh, really?
he's familiar with the podcasting thing. So he probably thinks we're idiots.
You know what's funny, dude? I have a buddy that invited me to do
That's our passion.
things with him because he saw it was the first time when you guys were like, "Oh, dude, let's dial Mike in."
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
And he saw that. He was like, he watched it from Germany and was like, "Man, that shit's awesome. Dude. Like, I've been thinking about this for a long time. You wanna jump on with me?" And I was like, I mean, as long as it's like free time or whatever, but like, you know, I was like, I'm not gonna like bail on this one because I have a good time. Plus, you know what I mean? Like, it's awesome that you guys invited me. I was like, sure, why not? But the guy, 100%, literally, he listens to a bunch of fucking podcasts, listened to your guys' podcast once, and was like, this shit's awesome. So,
Yeah, I think we're awesome too.
it's not that bad, dude. It's funny. There's great content. There's a lot of drinking.
There's a ton of drinking.
We're a great accidental comedy show.
We're an accidental comedy show that revolves around alcohol.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then there's the background noises with Groby, which is like a big win.
Well, just his fucking laugh is contagious anyway.
Yours. Shut up. We're not your Laura.
So now, since we drank that, like, here's what I'm drinking now. I'm drinking like
A new thing.
I'm drinking the Duke of Cuke,
I just
Oh, the Duclaus.
which is
wanted some
no.
fucking temperance.
This is
Duclaus is a East Coast favorite in the Beltway area.
this is
For those of
actually
you that don't know.
this isn't Duclaus.
Oh, it's not.
This is Log Tavern Brewing, also in Milford, PA. And this is I had a Duclaus earlier.
Yeah, that's why I thought you were talking about. My fault.
This is Duke of Cuke.
Motherfucker.
This is a cucumber Kolsch.
Ooh, that must be very chuckable.
And what I thought, because the first time I ever had a cucumber beer was at a Kansas City Chiefs.
This is the third
And I
time
went
on
up to
this
the bar
show we've had a cucumber.
I went up to the bartender and I was like, "Give me what the Chiefs fans drink." And he was like,
They drink cucumber beers?
"It's like, here, have this." And then and it was a cucumber beer, and we made a
When
big
was
joke.
that, dude?
It was like years ago.
I have an ex-wife from there, so I was like, "What the fuck?" I never
And
had a cucumber beer.
And then, like, I went back years later and talked to that bartender at the bar, and he was like, "Yeah, I fucking hate the Chiefs too." I'm like, "That's why you gave me a fucking cucumber beer." When I was like, "What do Chiefs fans drink?" He's like,
Just for
"Fucking-"
the record, John Brown Barbecue had really good fucking food.
And they have great beer.
And they treated us really good.
Yeah, they
Even though
treated
we
us
were
in Kansas City?
fans and fuck them. But
Hey, Chuck, is he talking about Kansas City?
No, this is in Queens,
New York?
New York. Yeah.
I thought you were talking about Kansas City for a second because the story with that. So Oklahoma Joe's in Kansas City is some dope barbecue. But I agree with you. Fuck Chiefs fans. And
But-
also too
Let me just talk 1 second about this fucking
cucumber beers.
cucumber beers. I think there's like 6.8 alcohols in it. And
Interesting.
it is very, very, very cucumbery. And fucking it rocks. It rocks. I've had 3 cucumber beers on inebriation. 2 of them I've liked. This one is
It's chuckable.
This is the best one.
It's chuckable. Most chuckable.
Totally chuckable. Yeah.
I'm gonna make that phrase a thing.
It is. Yeah,
It's
it's
a
a thing.
Like if there's crushable beers, which we all agree is like, but a chuckable beer where like you pound it and then you throw the can and smash somebody's face.
cucumber
Right.
beer is.
What's that?
The women want to know what the mouthfeel of a cucumber is.
Oh, that's my favorite. That's my favorite. Whatever a beer sommelier term is. Yeah. The mouthfeel is it? Got a je ne sais quoi. It's a full mouthfeel.
I think the phrase is you don't get a round mouth from eating a square meal.
It's like, but seriously, Chuck, what's the mouthfeel, bro?
I don't know because I don't know what that is. It's it feels like beer in my mouth.
That's good. I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, they do have like the oatmeal beers, right? Which have
I personally liked Willie's.
Excuse me?
Right, the guy in New York State.
Crazy Willies.
Crazy Willie's. He had a cucumber rhubarb beer that was fucking killer. I love
that
it.
sounds also good.
Saw it. It was killer. But they're out of business now. So
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Oh shit! Hey,
We drank a growler.
I did have an announcement I had to make for a informational correction.
okay.
I mentioned that this place, my brother's brewery in Clarksville, Tennessee, did a
Real mash with 2 L's.
It's good, right?
yeah, but he did a gluten-free beer, and I said it was like solely sweet potatoes and blah blah blah. It was not. There was rice and stuff. There's still no gluten type things, but he did correct me and say that it wasn't specifically just like root vegetables and sweet potatoes and stuff. There was also rice, and I did want to make that correction so that the purist in this world can fucking not get on there with things.
James, all 5 people who listen to our show, none of whom are in Tennessee, now know that Mikey was wrong.
Bro, there are absolutely, there's at least some guys in Atlanta. If they're not, then they hate. They hate.
Oh yeah. They hate. No,
I also
got
got these.
Oh, brew candy.
Oh, yeah. So my wife got me these for the Festivus, and I was like, "What the hell are these?" She's like, "Oh, huh?"
they're perfect for the podcast. Tell us what.
Right? And that's why I was like, I'm gonna hold on to them. So there's three different candies. There's a hoppy IPA, which
nice.
is there. There's a honey ale, and then there's a roasty coffee stout. Yeah, dude. So I figured
candies.
I would crack into these bad jammas and do one for the next 3 episodes because I'm not gonna eat like 3 lozenges at once. That's fucking gross.
Oh, it would
So-
taste disgusting, probably.
I love the taste.
Yeah. So because I'm drinking the Sex Panther
You could,
Grubby, get one of the cucumber beers.
dark chocolate porter, there, I'm gonna go ahead and go with the roasty stout lozenge and let you guys know how that motherfucker feels.
all right.
First of all, it comes in a very fancy candy grandma style situation.
Totally grandma style situation. That's like one of those root beer candies.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
Yeah, oh no, 100%. Well, this is
Stuck in the fucking bowl, and she just puts it in the cupboard, and it comes back out next Christmas.
yeah, they're all locked together, but nobody gives a shit.
Right,
I trust this like
Like you trust
the
grandma.
government, like the
Yeah.
government.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally trustable.
Sarcasm. So I'm gonna give this bad boy a bitch. Let's go.
He's eating beer candy.
All right.
Which one is that, Mikey?
So this is the God damn, it's good actually. Like
shit.
this is the roasty stout
Roasty stout candy.
brew candy.
This cucumber beer tastes like you're drinking the juice in the bottom of a fucking salad.
So
Without
funny.
any vinegar.
Without any vinegar.
That's weird. That's weird. So I will say this: like the root candy is I crunched it down, but it's a lot more candy than it is beer, but it's fucking good. Like, I need to find out how much like sugar and shit in this. I don't want to catch that's not that bad. I don't want to catch the sugars. You know what I mean? Like that's going around.
You don't want the sugars.
No, I don't want to catch the sugars. I have to do testing all the days and shots and shit.
I still got beer. So I'm drinking that wine. I forgot about
This-
beer.
This log tavern fucking cucumber beer is really good.
Duke and a cute.
Yes. Yeah. It's good.
It sounds good.
It's like cucumbers.
Yeah.
I've had a couple cucumber beers, varying styles, but like I'm not mad. I'm not mad at them. They're it's weird, but like in a good way. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Those fucking Chiefs fans, man. Jerk offs. Yeah.
But
Fucking cucumbers.
Chuck explained that it was actually a joke. However, you're correct. Fucking Chiefs fans.
Yeah. Yeah. That was a fun day.
No offense to anybody that's like tuning in or liking and sharing from Kansas City. We love you guys. We love fucking Oklahoma Joes.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. We love your barbecue. We love your food scene. We love your beers. We love your distillery.
shop.
But
We hate your football.
your football team is a big bag of fucking shit.
We love your Raiders fans.
Baseball team also.
And Kansas City, we love your fucking Raiders fans. Raider Nation.
Mm-hmm.
And you're right, Jeremy Long. Mix your shit with your shit is sage advice.
Oh, I missed that one. That's a good one.
And that,
No, you 100% have to mix your shit with your shit.
Yes,
Mix your shit with your shit.
I do.
And also don't be from Kansas City.
I mean, since we've been doing this podcast, I mean, people hate the seltzers, wine. Oh, drink this. I'm like, okay. Can I use it as a mixer? That's been my thing. I'm like, all of these seltzers, shit coming out. I'm like, they're just glorified fucking mixers.
Yeah.
Because back in
You
the
just
day,
reminded me. Go ahead, Gropes, and then I'll tell you.
back in the day, they had those fucking, what was it? The 2-liter bottles that the fucking two guys fucking, the wine coolers.
Oh yeah.
Right?
The Boone Star.
No, it was like fucking, I forget the fucking name. It was.
Bartles and James.
Yeah, Bartles and James, and they were like 2-liter fucking soda bottles full of fucking wine coolers. We used to buy those
Yeah, my
things.
mom knows.
They were cheap as shit. We buy those things, we dump out a little bit, and we dump like a fucking half a quart of fucking vodka in them. Get on the bus and head into the city to see shows. By the time we got there, we're fucked.
The New York scene was serious.
And then,
Southern California, we just drank normal drinks and then snuck in.
yeah. No, we did that and then ate acid. And came home 3 days later.
Crunched on that shit.
Yes.
So that reminds me though, not the acid or how badass the fucking New York hot dogs are. What reminds me is my brother from Evil Nash Brewing Company actually sent me a seltzer. So I've never actually tried a craft brewery seltzer. I've drank the other ones. Like Truly was like the first that came out, and I was like, oh, I don't know about this. And then I tried one. And I was like, okay, look, it's like you're hydrating and also getting a little bit of a cool buzz. Like I'm not gonna be a dickhead about it. Like I'm really not. I'm not gonna be judgmental.
That's the only seltzers I've ever drank have came from breweries.
Really,
Except the Pabst seltzer.
Well, I honestly, dude, the Pabst.
Yeah, they only make like 3 flavors, but they're 8%. They come in 4 packs of 16-ounce cans.
Dude, if you guys haven't had the Pabst coffee, that shit's the shit.
Oh yeah, now they have the hard cold coffee out. Cold.
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Can you find a Pabst whiskey by you?
No, they make a whiskey now?
Yes.
I haven't looked because I didn't know it existed.
Yes. They make a Pabst Pabst whiskey.
Holy shit! So what I'm gonna do?
We can't get it out here, so
I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys talk about the New York scene from way back when, and I'm gonna go grab that seltzer, and I'll be back to let you guys know what I think, because this will be my first like actual craft seltzer. So I'm kind of interested. You know, it's gluten free. It's the whole cater to people that can't have certain things. Like you can't have grapefruit or sometimes alcohols.
Yeah.
So you know, I get it, but I'm
alcohols. There's still alcohol.
I've had seltzers from Jersey Girls, Ship Bottom,
That's awesome.
Bolero Snort, several. I've had seltzers that they made, and they were all really good. But awesome. never once did I tell them this is nothing more than a mixer for me. So I would have to buy this overly expensive 4-pack to mix with an expensive bottle of vodka. Yes.
Super respectful.
You know.
All right. Well, I'll be right back, boys. You guys talk about New York hardcore scene.
Actually, while you do that, we're gonna have Groby read a news article.
All right. Drunk man arrested after confusing cop car for a cab. A drunk man walks right into the hands of the police, or better, put directly into a police vehicle. On Saturday, 6th of August, an intoxicated man spotted what looked like to him a taxi in Liberty Village area on Hannah Avenue in Toronto, Canada. The intoxicated man walked up to the vehicle in a drunken haze, opened the door, and seated himself inside the taxi, which turned out to be a police cruiser filling up their tank at a local gas station. Fucking Canadians. Moments later, to his surprise, he was being arrested by the police. Fucking Canadians. After police had noticed the drunken man inside the vehicle, they conducted a background check and discovered that he had an outstanding warrant to his name and subsequently was arrested. At least he saved on cab fare. Okay, so they busted his ass on a warrant charge. Maybe they're not dicks, but fucking Canadians anyway. So. Okay, now something's going on.
I'm trying to produce and
Chuck. That's issues.
What are you doing?
I want to
Fucking Rogers is acting up. Chuck's got to go discipline the dog.
No, this is like, he gets really weird with this fish. Honey, if I have to discipline me?
Okay, come over by me, darling. Rogers is getting flaky with his bones and everything.
He's getting flaky with his water dish.
Yeah. Rogers is a nutcase, man. He's like,
I don't think we need the headphones anymore. We can only hear other people talking. Mike's back. So.
Mike's back.
Yeah. Rogers is the inebriation dog.
Yeah.
So.
Mike, talk.
I'm gonna get big.
Rogers is out of control.
Chuck,
You get more about this.
Just let him be.
You see, the New York hardcore scene, Mike, is like,
it's right by your purse.
it takes place among like $1 million condos now. That's the problem. All of the places that used to have the good shows used to be in like sketchy neighborhoods. Now all those sketchy neighborhoods are, a 1-bedroom loft that's like 500 square feet, but costs you like $950,000. Nice.
Is Mike talking?
No, he's just showing his beer.
No, my headphones are hearing shit.
I'm not hearing
I think
shit
we
either.
got unplugged.
I'm not hearing shit either.
I think we got unplugged over there.
Chuck, get the dish.
Yeah, we're unplugged.
So I got a buddy.
There we go.
Yeah, sorry, I was on mute, man.
He was on mute, Chuck.
Because I went to the old Wizaroo, but I was not talking when I was showing the bottle, so I didn't think anything.
Yeah.
But I had a buddy who went to CBGB, like literally like the year after it was bought out and turned into some like fucking whatever the fuck it is. You know what I mean?
Like a clothing store.
Yeah, it's like a designer store. He's like 1 year too late, and I was like, God, that must suck. You know what I mean? Like if that's like your thing, it's like CBGB and like Gilman Street are like staples in certain scenes and stuff like that. So like to go to New York and go down there and then just have it be garbage is sucky. You know what I mean? Like that's a but so I'm about to pour the Evil Nash Sugar Skull Hard Seltzer. I'm not even sure what.
Hey! By the way, fuck James. You're pouring all these Evil Nash every fucking weekend, and
oh, we're gonna get some out there, boys.
Yeah, actually, I got some I got a couple plans hooked up on my mind, trying to get maybe Evil Nash getting sold in New Jersey at Stu and Dollars.
No. You're
actually there's a way that we actually talked about that. There's a way that can happen with distribution. So me
and Tim were talking about that up here on the way up here, and if you give me gas money, me and Tim would be more than happy to go and hang out for a couple of days and bring back a shitload of beer.
Tea is mine.
No, you just put yours over there.
No, I put it right here.
So
okay. So this is the strawberry lemonade one, and I will say this, dude. Like 100%, you could mix your other hard alcohols with it, and probably
exactly.
But because it doesn't have that weird like that like aspartame or fake sugar thing that the others have. It's carbonated, but it's not as like over the top. You know what I mean? Like I've got a few bubbles still coming up, but like
it's not like seltzers.
Not like over the top. Like it was very bubbly when I first poured it, but like fuck man, this is pretty good at 5% alcohols. Like it's not terrible, and I mean it definitely has that weird look. You know what I mean? It's like clear.
We had Charlie Splatterhead Jr.'s friend Slam Drew come up from Virginia, and he walks into my house with a 12-pack of White Claws. I was like, son, the only way you're drinking them in this house is if you use them as mixers. He's like, what do you mean? I was like, start mixing them with that fucking bottle of vodka that's on the fucking counter, and you can drink that beer.
and that's why Army beat me last year.
Yeah,
that's right.
We drink.
I'm drinking the cocoa tea that Tim had from Shabine. It's got 8 alcohols.
Oh,
and it's
reasonable.
16 ounces of 8 alcohols. And it's a chocolate milk stout, and it's pretty good. Tastes good.
I like it.
Yeah.
I mean, chocolate milk stout. I feel like you could nail it. You know what I mean? Like that's a good beer.
Right.
Wow. This is weird, but like really good. Like, I mean, I'm not like the biggest like not beer fan. You know what I mean? Like if that makes sense. Like you were saying, Grubby, like fucking this is with alcohol. Like Truly's were like the first to come around. I respect them. It was weird, but I was like, hey, you know what? Like if it's got alcohols in it, I'm gonna drink it.
Right. If you're on like keto or something,
I'm gonna drink it. Yeah, exactly. And like the low carb, low sugar thing, 100%.
Sure.
Well, like so they're also like low gluten or whatever. So like people that are celiacs or
free gluten.
Or whatever, exactly. They're all. You know what I mean? Like, who am I to say that these people don't want to also get drunk? Like, who are they to not have the ability to
those people
self-medicate and cover up their pain? You know,
celiac should be able to get drunk too.
100%. Everybody should.
Yeah,
that's what inebriation is about. The First Amendment of inebriation is fucking freedom of drunk. You know?
Right.
Yes. Mix your shit with your shit.
That's the Second Amendment. Mix your shit with your shit. First Amendment is all drunkards are created.
That's the way I figure it.
Yeah.
You drink, you're okay with me.
This one's actually pretty good, and I feel like if you mixed it, it would be a dangerous situation because you'd be like, "Oh, this tastes great," And the next thing, it's like soju and Gatorade, and you're like,
Well, I think D10 has one of those kind of beers right now that he wants to drink. But before he comes on and talks about his beer, I'm going to do a little drunk news story. And this is
drunk news.
This is man jumps in river to avoid breathalyzer test.
Is it Pat McAfee?
What's that?
Is it Pat McAfee?
I don't know. I haven't got the name yet, brother.
I'm sorry. I jumped the gun.
A drunk Quebec man.
See, Canada is the new Florida.
Yeah.
A drunk Quebec man plunges himself into a river to escape the police. A drunk 29-year-old man was driving along the Route President Kennedy, Quebec, Canada.
They have one of those?
Apparently, they have a Route President Kennedy, Quebec, Canada.
Fucking Kennedys.
Which runs parallel,
fucking money and everything.
which runs parallel to some French-sounding name river. Quebec provincial police were in a cruiser patrolling the highway when they stopped the drunk 29-year-old man. The drunk man stopped his vehicle, and the police immediately believed him to be intoxicated. The police issued a breathalyzer test for the 20-year-old to partake in and asked the man to step out of the vehicle. The 29-year-old got out of his vehicle and in his inebriated state ran towards the nearby Chaudière River and decided to jump the fuck in.
I'm swimming to freedom, boss.
The police began a search operation to retrieve the drunk man. They called the fire service to aid in their effort to save the man from the potentially life-threatening situation. The police could not locate the man in the water, but at 6:30 a.m. they spotted the same man in wet clothing walking along Route President Kennedy. The police arrested the man and brought him into custody. The police stated that the 29-year-old was lucky to be alive. His current charges haven't been released as of yet.
Bro, like evading and swimming.
Yeah.
Clearly one of the charges.
I'd be like,
This takes me back to like 1984.
Wait, I have a misdemeanor. Wet and reckless. Hey.
I don't know how Canadian law works, but
fucking wet and reckless is a real thing. That's how you get out of a DUI in California.
But if I was, I was be like, I don't know, man. I wasn't there. I was just some wet dude. They picked
Never seen that motherfucker. I accidentally walked through some sprinklers.
You can't prove it.
Roughly 1984, we're hanging out at Bertrand's Island Amusement Park in Lake Opakon. And we're hanging out behind this one ride called like the Astro thing. It was like these things that looked like spaceships and it spun around.
Like
we're hanging out behind there. We're smoking weed, drinking beers. The Mount Arlington, like 1984. The Mount Arlington police show up. They're like, stop! So all of us like freeze. Our buddy Bucky Fenceloff takes off into Lake Opakon.
Holy shit! He didn't do the bottles and like Warriors.
No, he just took off into the lake. So 3 Mount
Was it cold?
So no, it was like July.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say East Coast is warm in the summer for people internationally.
So 3 Mount Arlington cops take off after him into the lake. We're all standing there. Cops are like, "Don't move, don't move." They come dragging him out of the lake, and they're all like, "Oh, just get the hell out of here. We got what we want." He's got bags of weed in his pocket, all soaked with water and shit. He was all fucked up. They beat the snot out of him and arrested him.
How'd they get him out?
They went right in and chased him down in the lake and pulled his ass the fuck out.
No way.
Yeah.
I'd be like, this motherfucker's gone. I tried. I said, stop.
No, they ran right in and got him.
I don't want to make this political, but I just go up with a funny thing that we have to do right now.
You guys should have stopped.
Five reasons that anarchists and BLM protesters are smarter than the people who sieged the Capitol.
I mean, there's probably more than that, but please go. Please go.
I'm gonna start with number 5, and then I'll let you guys pick. So start thinking number 4 and 3 and 2 and 1 right now. I'm going with number 5. It's a fucking pandemic.
All right, mask off, face off.
You're allowed to wear a mask. You're
Allegedly.
supposed to wear a fucking mask.
Why aren't you wearing a mask?
When rioting and breaking the law on camera,
You should fucking wear a
wear a fucking mask. You have an excuse now.
Now it goes from being dumb fuck Peckerwoods. Now it goes from being dumb fuck Peckerwoods to being ninjas. Think about
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
What's cooler than
Right.
being cool?
Learn something. That's why when Fox News, they were like, it was Antifa. It's like, no. Antifa would have had masks on.
Yeah, they'd be.
Oh my god. So I hate to interject, but so that Peckerwood that with the buck and buffalo horns and the spear.
Yeah, the Q shaman.
Yeah, the QAnon shaman. So he's actually from Arizona. The local news did a article or an interview with his mom today.
He's an actor.
No. An aspiring, struggling actor, guaranteed he's done gay porn, which is very Chad. For those that know, that's very Chad Thundercock, you fucking Peckerwood. So anyway, with his bogus garbage fucking fake white power tattoos. So this piece of shit goes and does his thing in the Capitol and it's like, woo, fucking America, which that's not what you're about, you piece of
No, you're fucking
legitimate, like fucking right. I get angry.
I see. I'm with you. I see the 23, 25, 27-year-old kids walking around with their fucking infidel shirts on, and I was like, "What? You couldn't find the fucking recruiter's office?"
Right. No, 100%. Oh, true patriot. And I'm like, well, yeah. I've said this to people out here. Like, no shit. Like, I'm in a car club, and dude says, like, well, I heard he's a real patriot. And I'm like, motherfucker, patriots take an oath to protect and defend the Constitution of the United States from all enemies, foreign and domestic, and we take that shit real serious. Right. There's a whole reason I've been deployed a bunch of fucking times, and it sure as shit ain't so a bunch of fucking Peckerwoods can go storm and disrupt the goddamn Constitution. So that aside, this fucking this motherfucker's mom was on the news today here in Arizona. This bitch was like, he's a real patriot. And I kid you not, like she looked like she had like the fancy version of a punk rock coat because it was like leopard collar on a jean jacket vest.
Like written on the side was youth.
No, like it was like
a Euro trash. Like
I was looking at it and I was like, God damn, like
youth.
A long time ago, I would have rocked that shit. That's got like leopard print collar, jean denim thing. Put some pins on it.
That's like the Charlie Splatterhead vest. Like,
right? It was very much. So this bitch is like, he's a true patriot, and I honestly, I never thought he'd get in trouble. I thought she 100% is just like why would he get in trouble for breaking and entering and causing disruption against a constitutionally mandated event? Like this is crazy to me because I honestly don't even know why. Like I don't understand the mindset.
Right. No, we're trying to rationalize like the fucking ideas of like fucking idiots and lunatics,
and it's hard to do.
There's no way.
But I think it's an enabling mom. You know what I mean? It's like some fucking, it's like read shit. Like like these moms enable their kids to do whatever the fuck they want. There's no discipline. There's no repercussion or anything like that, and they grow up to be total fucking cunts. And there's nothing after that because the mom's like, that's my little precious angel. That's my baby. He did gay porn, but that's because he was a struggling actor.
Yeah.
And you're like, bro. If
I just put the headphones on before you mentioned the gay. Like, somebody, one of them did gay porn.
I mean, that's up to you to Google.
No, I don't know who you're talking about.
The furry guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the furry hat guy. the fucking.
You know what? Yeah, I would expect that. Yeah.
Bro, if you're, let me tell you, from 1995 to 2015, if you're a struggling actor and you're trying, what are you doing?
Gay porn.
Hey, look, I'm not a goddamn scientist. I'm not gonna lie and say that I am, but I read a lot. You know what I mean? Fucking that dude took me or two. You know?
No, I mean, look, these dudes crack me up because it's like, you know, the whole fucking like, and it doesn't even crack me up anymore because like this legitimately.
Oh, it's infuriating. Like for me, it's infuriating, Charlie.
This legitimately crossed fucking lines.
Many lines, yeah.
Like,
I mean, we all got Peckerwood friends. You know what I mean? Like guys that have
right.
never reformed. Mostly guys that have reformed. You know what I mean? Like, and that's okay, man. Like that's okay. You were brainwashed as a kid, or you still fucking feel like you have some sort of spite or whatever. But these fucking motherfuckers are not even that. They're not even like Peckerwoods, like, oh, white people are better or whatever. They're absolutely anti-American.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're against.
They claim to be patriots, and I don't get that. I've seen things posted where they say, "I'm a true patriot." It says, "We the people." That's our constitutional building. I'm like, there's also fucking laws that surround entering that building. And
well, yeah, no, your job is to protect this fucking republic from tyranny.
Yeah.
You know what you're not doing by voiding out a legitimately fucking validated election and saying no because we lost, we don't like that. That is tyranny. That is a banana republic bullshit. And dude, let's move on because I didn't mean to turn it into a political thing. I'm sorry. I'm gonna drink whiskey.
I sent you a news article on Facebook. Read it.
Oh Lord.
I hear you, but it's important that we do talk about shit like that.
Well, I mean, I really love when you guys did that show with the retired police officer. I really think it's important for people that have a valid, real standpoint to say things that are meaningful. You know what I mean? And that's realistically like when you guys did that episode was when I was like fan for life. Like I love Charlie, dude, like no doubt. But like fan for life for the show because you stepped out of your comfort zone and you did something that was not socially normed, but at the same time, you still talked about beer, you still talked about drinking, and you talked about a guy that was an African-American man who has lived with some serious fucking shit in his life and was a retired police officer. So he's conflicted as shit. You know what I mean? So I 100%. But I don't want to like hijack any episode and talk about my personal opinions as my entire adult life fighting for the Constitution.
Let's leave it at this. Let's leave it at this. Me and you have both taken an oath to defend and protect the Constitution of the United States. Basically, everybody in my family has taken that oath. Men and women.
That's true, bud.
And it continues on with my son. And we don't put up with any of this nonsense. Go fuck yourselves.
Yeah, 100%. I don't want to alienate anybody, but like if you can't read a book,
right?
Yeah,
right.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Can't accept reality. Like it's the apophenia thing that the word I looked up earlier that was hard for me to find. But apophenia is a real thing because people make connections in these, especially in these echo chambers, where it sounds reasonable to them, so they just keep making that connection. And it's not to say that they're dumb fucks or horrible. It's just they really need to read a fucking book and get more information. You know what I mean? Because the information you're running off of is garbage.
Or learn to read.
Yeah.
Well, that's the dream, right? American dream.
First step.
Learn
A drunk Russian burglar falls asleep at the scene of the. You're in the middle of committing a crime. Oh shit. Okay, so like I'm gonna try to show this picture because that's a golden goose right there. This motherfucker planked out. That's more than fall asleep. That's 100% like pass out cold.
Yeah, he's done.
So, this is a little bit old, but an oldie but goodie.
It's all right.
Yeah, so on Monday, 4th of July, 2016, at approximately 1:30 a.m., a drunk burglar breaks into a pizza place located in, I'm not Russian.
Fuck, I'm not Russian.
Krasnoyarsk, Central Russia. The CCTV footage shows the highly intoxicated man crawling headfirst over the counter, falling face first on the ground. The man steadies himself to his feet and begins to search the area for loot. The man, unable to see in the pitch black environment, walks around with his arms extended and hands pointed as to make sure not to bump into anything. The man eventually finds a large television set, which he promptly destroys by knocking it over to the floor.
Yeah.
He then avoids walking through the doorway and instead, hilariously, opts to climb over a counter using his stomach. After 10 minutes of failing to find his fortune, the inebriated, not inebriated, but inebriated man is seen crouched over, scratching his arm before passing out in the middle of committing his robbery. The man was arrested the next morning after he was found unconscious by the restaurant owner.
Aw, he didn't even make his robbery.
Oh, he never had to rob him.
That's sad.
He was an unsuccessful thief.
Aw.
Poor guy. Poor guy. He tried so hard. He was like Frankenstein's monster out there. His belly. I like that they said he ran into a TV, which he promptly destroyed.
Chuck, you want some pot?
What?
You want some pot?
No.
Can you mail that to Arizona?
It's key lime
Yeah.
pie.
I'm gonna.
What? I love key lime pie.
Chuck is gonna read this next one because the headline is hysterical.
Jesus Christ.
Also, before Chuck starts, for all you Peckerwoods out there, I apologize for offending you.
My headphones
Fuck all you Peckerwoods.
that was very sarcastic.
Man poos on shelf.
Yes.
Man poos on self checkout scanner.
Yes.
Jesus Christ. A drunk
Not
man.
all heroes wear capes.
Not all heroes wear capes. A man poops on self-checkout scanner after he strips naked.
Well, that's like whenever
Now,
you're at Safeway.
mind you, fucking Gigi Allen's dead. And Patrick
Are you sure?
So,
Was he in hiding like Tupac and Biggie?
Okay.
public defender,
I'll drive home.
colon.
The guy's name's
Literally.
No, the public defender's name is Colin.
Yeah, that's funny. Oh no, I read that wrong. Public defecator, colon.
Watch out now. We got
Henry Colin Murphy, 23, from Cincinnati, Ohio, was arrested on Sunday, 29th of May, after he stripped naked and defecated on a self-checkout machine.
Does that smell the dog?
yes.
Is this
It
like
might be the dog.
No, I farted.
drunk?
No, it was Robbie.
I farted.
On Sunday,
I'm a lucky girl. I thought it was a story, just like generating smell. Such a lucky girl.
on Sunday evening, Colin Murphy walked into a Kroger market, slurring his speech and smelling of alcohol. He staggered near a male employee and stripped naked. whilst people were startled by this disrobing, he popped on a self-checkout machine, stunning everybody by his shameful act. I wish that we'll have to post a picture of this guy on our website.
He looks like the guy.
He looks like the guy that pooped on the self-checkout.
No, he looks like he used to.
No, he like popped the squat and dropped one.
He used to like. He played for a rockabilly band in Canada.
When I opened it up.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, on the self-checkout.
Yeah, well, look at him. He looks like.
The police were called out to the scene of the crime, and Colin Murphy was arrested and charged with public indecency reported by the smoking gun. After seeing a judge on Monday, his bail was set at $2,000 for €14.
That's all you get.
During a pandemic?
Embarrassing public defecation.
Yeah, that's true. During a pandemic, you can poop on something and only you get $2,000 gets you out.
Yeah, Jesus.
Oh no, my friend.
Unless you're in California, then they do, or New York City, and they just let you out. And give
We're
you
in the
that ticket.
pandemic. You can't poop on the self-checkout thing.
You don't want out your own recognizance. That's great.
Here's some Subway tokens and Mexicans. Yeah.
Hey, Tim, did you talk about your sour beer yet?
Move to South Carolina with that shit.
I never had a chance to yet.
No.
So, I have a new beer here that Chuck gave me. Give me my glass.
Oh yeah.
I need to read it. This beer is fucking delicious.
It is, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a sissy.
So it's making me think that Chuck probably peed in it and he wants me to say that it's delicious. But it's really good. It's called Call Me Maurice. It's a hop sour.
Some people call me Maurice.
Yeah.
Some people call me Space Cowboy.
Cowboy.
There are 7.1 alcohols in
the
this.
Gangster of Love.
It is by Duclaw Brewing in Baltimore, Maryland. This is delicious. It's like a refreshing drink.
Baltimore is not that far for us to go.
We can go. I mean, we're gonna go to
We gotta go to the
Tennessee.
meadery in Baltimore. Man.
Yes,
What's the name of that fucking place?
Charm City.
Charm City Meads. We gotta go
Yes,
there.
Andrew. I think that's a cat's name.
No bail money.
But I want more of this beer.
We don't need bail money.
I
We're
want
well
my
behaved
refrigerator filled with
citizens.
it.
Yes.
Please send me this beer. Please. Please. I love it. Jesus. It's very good. Like I got first taste was like, very hoppy, which whatever. A lot of beers are that way. Then I went, that's just refreshing. Like it wasn't overly sweet or anything. Just really good.
That cucumber beer was excellent.
You should try this.
Yes, Duke.
I don't do
Cute.
sours.
It's not that sour.
Sours are for losers.
Duke,
I really don't like sours.
Duke the Cute from Long Tavern. Is definitely something.
Oh God, no! Never. Oh
Oh.
God, no.
See, I did
So
not
it's-
think it was that sour.
It's not for Catherine.
Catherine did not like that, but I did.
I did too.
Well, Laura
I thought it was
doesn't.
very good.
I'm not-
Laura,
I'm not drinking
I'm
The
gonna-
women are not fans of the sour, man.
No.
Where did Mikey Bones?
That
go?
Mikey's supposed to read the story that I sent him.
Yeah, he disappeared. He's
No,
gonna
that's
come
his
back.
shoulder right there, isn't it?
No, that's
it's
just
his-
like a.
It's
Or
just
jacket.
like I'm a soccer fan. I want everyone to know.
I can't believe
No,
he likes
right there on the side.
Baseball. He
No,
watches
he's right
baseball.
there.
That's his chair.
Mikey, do you really like Arsenal? Like seriously? No.
Oh my gosh.
I can't hear
He's
him.
pretending to be British. I have to pee.
Just take it off.
Wait, I'm sorry, I was muted. Who are you and what are you into? What's your deal?
I want you to be driving down the road, all of a sudden it's like, you're
If you, I swear to God, if you say you're a fucking Tottenham,
No, I like America. That's it.
Oh,
you missed. Okay,
You're like football words.
actually, hold on. I changed shirts before I came in. One second.
You want a cucumber?
what is Mikey up to?
Football matches and rock and roll don't
They
make
were
me
only-
look
that was weird. That's a mirror. I thought it was a
No,
board back there.
No, I don't know.
Okay.
I can't even read that. American Outlaws. I can't see.
AD, we stand united or something like that.
What does that say?
It's AO, United We Stand.
Oh, yeah.
American Outlaws are the U.S. national team.
No, I like the football
Hands.
that's shaped differently.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean okay, yeah. You mean
Yes.
like regular football.
Yeah, football.
Regular. That's fine. I also like regular football. I don't have a team. It will never be the Raiders, by the way, guys. Sorry.
Well, the Steelers is not your
no.
team.
Dude, I grew up. Look, here's the thing. I grew up in San Diego, dude. I hate the Steelers. I hate the Raiders. I just can't do it. Like Chuck and I joke about this shit all the time. All the time.
That's
Like,
horrible.
Chuck and I joke about it all the time. Like, it would be unnatural. It would be unnatural for me to fucking get behind that shit. You know what I mean? Like the Ice Bowl. That's the fucking Chargers and the Steelers. You know what I mean? Like I respect the cunts, but like I'm not going to be a fan. You know, like Al Davis was like a fucking hardcore dude, went toe to toe against the NFL. Like respect the dude. Never going to be a fucking Raiders fan. Like I can't do it. Like even though the Chargers left, even though they left, and
How did he end up on this podcast?
Because
hate
the
That's
last
not
time I was
no.
in San Diego, everybody hated the Chargers there.
This
Everybody was
is
like
what,
anti-Chargers.
This is what it looks
Yeah,
like.
because they left, dude. Fuck them, right? Like you don't leave my town and then pretend to be like. So Groby, to answer your question, this show is not about the Raiders. It is about alcohol, and I know 1 to 5 things about alcohols or
Yeah.
alcoholism at least, and
You know a good deal about alcohol.
Well, wait. Okay, since we're talking about alcohol, doesn't Woodson have a whiskey? We should be trying that. Right?
loves
Shot.
Woodson whiskey.
Woodson
We have to
whiskey.
order it.
We'll have to order some because that way we can make it about the Raiders too.
Hey,
That'll-
drunkie.
That'll make Mikey crazy.
you guys want to? I don't care anymore. Like honestly, I
All right,
I
drunkie.
feel like my NFL. I feel like my NFL hate with Chuck has actually gotten better now because I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? Like, fuck those guys. They left. You know, so Raider Nation is a whole different thing. Like the fucking like the Black Hole, the Raider Nation. Like I respect the shit out of those guys because it doesn't matter where you're from.
Yeah.
But I'm from San Diego.
You're
Like that was my team my whole life. So those motherfuckers left in a dirty way. Man, not into it. You know what I mean?
You left San Diego too.
I joined the fucking army. You know what I mean? Like I didn't have I asked him. I literally asked him, "Hey, can I stay here?" And they were like, "No,
No, you can't. You
you
should
join the Navy or Marine Corps." And I was like, "Not going to happen." I've been in too many times. I fought too many Marines and Navy dudes. Zero chance of doing that.
You sound like my kid. He's like, I'm
Well-
fighting everybody in San Diego.
Oh well, yeah, no. I mean, that's the thing is Charlie's nutting up now.
Stacy's mom.
Charlie, what?
Shout out
Charlie's nutting up, dude. Like he's experiencing life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I love it. I'm so sad that I didn't link up with him here. Like I texted him a couple times when he was out here for training.
Yeah.
Sucks because it would have been super. He would have gotten hammered, fucking wasted, and then been like,
Tonight, I was like, "What are you doing tonight?" And he's like, "Mom, I'm drinking." I'm like, "Stop! No, tell me what you're doing tonight." He's like, "I'm drinking."
"Oh, I would have gotten fucked up," and then he would have been like, "Dad, your friends are fucking wild."
Yeah. Yeah, we've already.
But because I was realistically when Charlie came out here for training, I was still active duty.
Charlie.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, you were still. Yeah.
yeah, I could have showed up and probably made you like, I'm sorry.
You
Fucking-
Never ask a Navy man how much he's had to drink because it's never his goddamn business.
No. You know, I drank with Charlie.
Yeah, you drank with Charlie.
I did not buy him a drink because I knew he wasn't old enough. Somehow I found Charlie drunk at one point. He was drunk at the show, and you know what?
Did you protect him from Renee though?
I tried my hardest.
Okay, thank you.
I told Renee that she could have him.
I did.
Yeah.
I did because I was.
So Renee, you get him in the
I was
show, it's all
I was
yours.
like, okay, Charlie, just give it.
But he came over, he's like, Tim, you gotta protect me from her.
I feel like I feel like he was avoiding me because I would text him. I'd be like, "Hey, your dad gave me your number. Like, you wanna go drink, hang out, whatever." Oh, super busy. I'm like, bitch, I know what they do here. You're not that busy.
No, I don't know. We'd have to bring him on the show. We'll have to bring Charlie.
Right? I'd be like, hey, why'd you ignore me?
He's been on.
Yeah.
He's been on it.
He hasn't been on in a while. Bring him
Yeah.
on. Say, why did you ignore me?
Why'd you ignore me?
Why-
I want to
I had every intention of fucking making him piss his pants.
That's like my every text to him. Why
It'll
did
be
you
a surprise for
ignore
one
me?
of them. Yeah, or for both of them.
Yeah, literally, I was like, I'm going to make this kid piss his pants. It's gonna be great.
You can try. I don't know. He drinks like me though. I don't know.
So you're saying start off with tequila and then
No, I gotta start with whiskey with him. We're both whiskey people.
Mike's there.
Hi, Mike.
That's Mike.
hi, how are you? Well, I will say his mom.
No,
likes
that's Patrick.
tequila.
You look good.
No, his mom likes whiskey.
No, his mom when I got drunk in Hawaii with her, she liked tequila.
I don't remember that.
Exactly. Like, oh my God, you just.
I barely remember Hawaii. It was a big blur. I remember the Hideaway. I remember
It was so much fun though.
It's like
that was the
Monday.
best part
We have to
ever.
end this show at some point.
Yeah.
Well, we got 2 more stories. Mikey has one and you got one. All right.
Do I have one? Do I have another one?
Step out. Enjoy your podcast.
No way. So Laura, this shit was funny.
Really good.
At some point, we will end this show.
No.
This is the fucking show that never ends.
Yeah.
And if you look on our Facebook page, you'll see the
This is what-
ridiculousness of doing an inebriation podcast on a Monday night.
This is what happens when we start drinking.
I will say this. My wife has texted me and said,
We
stop
can't
yelling
drink
because I have the headphones.
Yes.
or
Stop
roll
yelling, fucking
or
ass.
anything. We just have to drink, and whatever happens, happens.
We
For the
got
love of God,
looks
you
like a
start.
baby coming soon, right?
Oh yeah, no, we're like a month out. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
stop.
Nice.
Is it-
Yeah. So I'm gonna have like a high school kid and a brand new kid,
Is it a boy or a girl?
little girl. I'm a hashtag girl dad.
Oh,
I'm a girl dad.
I can't wait until
That's all my sins catching up to me.
I can't wait till COVID's over and I come out there and like.
I have a daughter,
Oh, actually, yeah. So Chuck,
23. She calls me from foreign countries and says, "Dad, I don't have any money. Help me." So, cheers, brother.
yeah, man. So Charlie, you guys are fully welcome here. Once COVID passes, because while there's COVID, yeah, no, fuck off. But but you and Laura can definitely come out because we have the Gem and Mineral show, which is pretty lit, pretty dope.
That's like world renowned. I'm totally.
Yeah, no,
It for sure is. Like I don't know if Chuck showed you, but like, I sent pictures. Like I was like, I got all kinds of cool rocks.
Oh.
Yeah, the Gem and Mineral Show and the beer festivals will come out twice a year.
Oh shit! There's actually back to back. If you guys want to like do a 2-week turn, so they have one. The Gem and Mineral show is like the end of January, and then early February they have a beer festival where they set up like these little jump sites around downtown, and they have enough to get you drunk locations.
Yeah,
because you drink those little beers, those little pussy beers.
No, they get you fucked up.
Yeah, I mean, if you drink 800 of them, yeah, you can get
I
drunk.
know because I've drank 800 of them.
Yeah.
That's how this show started, dude. This show started because we went to a beer festival. We had a Raiders podcast, and there was
I recall.
and there was like this beer festival that was like football themed, and we were like, hey, can we have press passes? And they were like, yeah. And like halfway through the festival, we were like fucking wasted. Tom lost his fucking car keys. We were a train wreck, but we came up with a good idea. Like, we should do a show about beer. There's way more people that like beer than like the Raiders. And
Sacrilege, Chuck.
He's right, though.
and so we started Inebra Nation. And here we are now.
Yes.
On a Monday night.
Like a year or so later.
Well, like,
I would only pipe into the other show just because I like you. This show, I was like, I also agree with the content.
but the other show was where we had CFN Stockton on, which was that was like the dude that was the retired cop. That was on the other show.
Yeah.
That was a really good episode.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Oh shit, you're right. You're right. You know what? You are right. That was because he was a Raiders fan too. For some reason I did
That's
mix
a
it up.
good insight for the times, man. Because
But that was a good ass show, dude. Like when it comes to content and things that are meaningful, that will stand the test of time.
Yeah, I think so too, man. I think and we got a lot of feedback that said the same thing. So
Okay, good. I'm glad you didn't get fucking negative feedback. I'll go hunt those Peckerwoods down and fuck them up.
yeah, fuck that.
And I have a bunch of friends that are former those, so it's fine. Like I'm not scared.
No, exactly. All right, what the fuck are we doing?
You're
I don't know. I think we're.
I'm drinking alcohol and yelling and getting yelled at.
Mikey's supposed to read a drunk news story.
I didn't find it, dude.
I sent it to him on Facebook Messenger.
It's on.
I didn't. All right, I'll look again, but.
I'm getting another beer.
Oh no, that's the same one, dude. I read that one already. The Russian burglar.
You read the Russian burglar.
So, Chuck, you have to read your story now.
No,
I don't have it, bud.
This is like Franklin Katz.
All right, that's fine. Here, let me tell you a story. Let me tell you guys the story instead. Like, fuck it. Like, I'm talking about alcohol. We're talking about stuff. So I actually meant to bring this up with Blaine because we made a cocktail with cognac, right? And I don't drink a lot of cognac. I honestly, I don't.
Who the fuck
I like cognac.
Right.
Fucking-
It's brandy. It's like
Yeah. So, but there is a distilled spirit called Armagnac, which is a specific region in France, a grape spirit, blah, blah, blah. The whole fucking, the whole history of everything. But that shit is dope. That shit is, if you like drinking whiskey and scotch and fucking really good high-end spirits, man, that shit is awesome. You know the thing that sucks is they don't have like a 2018 Armagnac. They have a 1959.
wow.
You know what I mean? You're like, oh, okay, cool. That sounds rad. Like my dad would understand what 1959 is about.
Right. Well, you just get into money at that point. Like I went in.
Oh, it gets really expensive. But
even when I went to buying the cognac, the guy, I was like, "Where's your cognac?" He's like, "Well, I have this, I have this." He's like, "I'm all out of Hennessy." I'm like, I'm not.
I just want the cheap stuff, dude.
I'm not spending fucking Hennessy money tonight anyway. So
No, I just want the cheap stuff, dude. Look, that's how much I poured. I poured that much. I don't need an expensive bottle. But Armagnac is fucking legit. So I was like, well, how much is it? It's very expensive. Right? Like it's crazy expensive. But I had the fortunate experience of when I was stationed back east, and I was getting ready to, go on marriage number 3. I was able to get a part-time, like evenings and weekends.
No, not.
No, that's a hand rolled. That's a hand rolled. He was like, that's clearly.
that's not
But I was afforded the opportunity.
quite as like storming the fucking White House with a fucking swastika flag and your work badge hanging over your
What's
shirt.
wrong with that? That's American
I can't
patriotism.
believe I got fired.
This is
I'm a
fine.
mangina, and that's a patriot.
But the Constitution.
This is fine New Jersey key lime pie.
Key lime pie sounds awesome, by the way.
Keep
So
going.
I had the fortunate fucking ability of I moved into a building in Baltimore that had a like high-end bottle shop / craft shop on the ground floor. So I'm like, hey, I just got this place, moved in with my now wife, and like I spend so much time here, I should probably get paid. Right? Like I should probably make some money on this. Because I've upsold people, like they're like, oh, I really like whiskey, or I really like scotch, or I really like whatever. And I'm like, oh, you want something really nice? Well, here you go. And so I upsell those motherfuckers. And so that's really what I told them. I was like, look, I live in a building. I have a day job, but I can show up at night and weekends and work for you and maybe make a little money. And that's
it's kind of like when you're like in your younger years and you're like, I really like cocaine. and
I've never worked for cocaine, but like
I really like blowjobs. I don't like giving them so much, but if I can get free cocaine, you know.
Exactly. So I worked at this. So here's the thing: is I worked at this place, and I 100% like sold people on good liquor, but I had the opportunity to drink all this crazy drinks, like crazy shit that I never thought I'd have, like the opportunity, right? Like I got bottles of Pappies and like a bunch of shit.
Right.
You know, like people really struggle for it, and I'm like, hey, I just chanced upon it. So these Armagnac guys came out. Never had that, never even heard of it. You know what I mean? And so I taste this stuff and I was like, holy shit. You know, like, what, dude, bro, like a little teeny little fucking taster bottle is like $1.75. Because this is like a specific area of specific drinks.
Did you pull the plug on that Motorhead whiskey?
That was like me with like the blowjobs. I was like, I like $20, but I really don't like this. My like,
hey, look, I love blowjobs. I love Motorhead. I'm into it more than this other stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but did you?
I like being on the other end. Way better.
For the bottle.
I will if I have to. I haven't.
That's literally an hour and 20 minutes from where we're standing.
Really? Like I'll buy one, dude. Like 100% because I think it's cool as shit. Yeah. But like I haven't because I don't even know. I would buy it specifically for the Motorhead, like fucking name. You know what I mean?
Right.
They made the Motorhead beer. They made everything else. I would buy it for that.
I mean, other Motorhead whiskeys have like the label is definitively Motorhead. This label really isn't. You know. So I don't know if I'm going to spend $175 on something that isn't prominently marked Motorhead.
Well, yeah, I think the biggest issue for me is if realistically, like, I mean, if you're going to buy something like that, you're buying it for the nostalgia purposes, but like, I want to enjoy it.
Also, good whiskey.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I would buy 2 bottles if I can get them cheap enough.
Mikey's wife's in the background.
Going, so I can drink one and put one on the shelf.
Party's over. It's time to go.
No, she's just like, it's kind of late. You know?
Yeah, that's exactly what I said. You're just saying it more peaceful, like.
Well, because it was peaceful, and I don't want to get divorced. So
that's right.
Mm-hmm.
So, actually, at the end of the day, it's been a long show. We had fucking Blaine from The Accused.
How cool is that? Killer, man. Fucking killer.
We made multiple cocktails.
We did. We made cocktails. We drank wine. we drank beer, cranberry wine. We drank beers, lots of beers.
Yes.
And now it's time to fucking tell everybody to go fuck themselves and go to bed.
Yep.
And you know, we got into a little bit of politics.
No, not that much. Not that much.
Just a little bit.
Basically, fuck politics. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Pornhub, Spotify, Apple Podcasts.
You actually can find us on
and our website, Inebriation Beercast.
Jack off to all of this and all of that.
That's right. And we are your hosts, Splatterhead,
Robbie, and the Tim,
and
and Mikey Bones.
Mikey Bones. So thank you very much, and check us out next time. It's just getting bigger and better, motherfuckers. And go fuck yourselves.
Yep. Audio portion of this can be found on Spotify, Apple Pods, or wherever beer is sold.
We were all hoping for a better 2021, and we had one for 5.5 days.
Yeah, it was
Hey, December 37th doesn't count, bud.
And we had Blaine Cook on the show.
Yes,
So,
That's rad.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's rad. Yeah. And we fucked them all up. It's like, yeah, make them all right. Because these are special.
We're doing a shot for everything we gotta add.
we gotta put him in touch with the
Yeah, we're like, yeah, we're this.
Cheers.
All right. Liberation out. Splatterhead out.
Mikey Bones, done. Awesome.
100%.
Have a singer.